No one is saying anything. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Bagunara. Bagunara. No reply came till now. Good morning, Gagandeep. Good morning. Good morning. Nani. Good morning. Yeah. Bagunara. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Very good. Anta Manchi. Okay. Very good. Very good. Yeah. So what's going on at home and in the campus? What's going on? Kya ho raha hai? What's going on? What's the feeling? 15 days before the exam, what's feeling going on? Bagun naam, sir. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Okay. Fine, sir. Very good. Yeah. So what's the feeling? Just before exam, what's the feeling? Studying, sir. Yeah. Okay. No problem. Yeah. And study is also a type of chilling for all of you. So that's why we are chilling with study. Yeah. So for us, till 7th May, we will chill with study. After 7th May, we will chill by other ways. Other people also chill with different ways. Some people watch movies, some people play game. But we are ultra pro legend, sir. We are also chilling, but we are chilling with studying. We are chilling in a unique manner. Okay, no problem. Yeah, okay. And today we have to start with our today we have to start with our marathon class. Marathon class means hi AKD sir, yes, okay, hi, hello, no problem, yeah, okay. So today we will be starting with our marathon class. Up to how much time you can expect marathon class will go? Kitna der? Kitna der? What do you think? Your any expectation? Any guess? Up to how much time we will continue our marathon class? Huh? Up to 1:30. Oh, Aarti is saying, okay, no problem. Up to 1:30. Okay, no problem. Let's see, yeah. Up to 7th May, Gagandeep, yeah. Maybe class will not be marathon, but study which you are doing, that is marathon. Marathon study you will do till 7th May. Till, not 7th May. May the study which you are doing is continuous study without any break. So marathon study you are already doing. And today we have one marathon class also. We are having one marathon class also. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Time is, let's see up to what time this marathon class will end. I want to take this marathon class up to 9:30 in the night. For me, then only feeling will come in marathon class. Yeah, only 3 or 4 hours is just like, yeah, okay. So minimum 12-hour class will be there. Then I will feel that I have taken some marathon class. Some achievement will be there. Okay, no problem. But okay, that much time is not there. You also don't have that much of time. Self-study is also important. So now we'll start with our class. Shall we start with our marathon class? Bolo, bolo, come on. Shall we start? Shuru kare. Are say with energy. Yes, sir or no, sir? Shall we start? Shuru kare. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Yeah, okay, take your time, sir. What time I will take? Yeah, okay, no problem. So point is, from this marathon class, entire physics marathon class, 25 questions will come in your NEET exam. 25 questions will come, not exactly the same question. The concepts that will touch from there, 25 questions will come in your NEET exam. Yeah, on 7th May, you'll find 25 questions are being asked from whatever we are having during our marathon class. Means if you are attending the marathon class, attend it in the proper manner. If you are not attending, then do self-study. Half of things should not be there. Sir, I want to attend also, I don't want to attend also. I want to attend also, I don't. That should not be there. Dilemma should not be there. If you are attending marathon class, you have to be 100% focused in the class. If you are not attending, then do the self-study. But one point is there. Of course, during these classes, we will try to cover up minimum 25 questions that will come in the NEET tomorrow. So that's why I'm saying if you are attending the class, attend in a full focus manner. If you are not attending, then you can do self-study. By self-study also you can get marks. There is no problem in that. Okay, no problem. Yeah. So we'll start our track 1 revision. We will start with our track 1 marathon class. And first thing we will talk about our chapter, most important chapter. People think it's not important, but actually it is one of the most important chapter, that is unit and dimension and measurement. This is one of the most important chapter. Okay, no problem. Here I will tell you the important things that you need to know, the important concept we will revise. ध्यान देना, be focused. Be focused is here. Yeah. One question will definitely come from important different units and dimension. For example, they will ask you what is the dimension of magnetic field. They will ask you what is the dimension of magnetic moment. What is the dimension of universal gravitational constant. Everyone will be able to get all those dimension. I think in this class I don't need of a given quantity. Everyone will be able to do. One question will definitely come from dimension or unit of different quantities which you have studied. Are bolo ek bar. Last year also came. They asked for what is the dimension of permeability. If you remember, what is the dimension of permeability? So questions will be asked from there. So I think one question will come from unit and dimension. They will ask you to find unit and dimension. That question you can do. No problem. No problem. Yeah. Our main target here will be to talk about measurement. Dhyan do, be focused. What I'm telling, keep on writing them. One question, mind my word. I said you 25 questions will match in the NEET. Definitely it will match. More than 25 can also match. So one question will come from the unit and dimension. Quantity will be given. They will ask you what is the dimension of this quantity. Which of the following is the dimension? So many dimensions you have in your notes. Go through those dimensions, and at the end we will give you 25 important dimension. 25 important dimension will be given in offline batches also, online batches also, and from those dimension only question will come. Last year also question came, it came from that 25 list only. Before that also every year question will come. So those 25 important dimensions will be given to you few days before exam, because right now if we'll give you, again you'll do and again you'll forget. So 5 days before the exam, those dimensions will be given to you. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Now I will talk about measurement. And from measurement, dhyan dena, just here, yeah. One question is always expected either from vernier caliper or from screw gauge. Simple and important question related with. So always remember, from measurement, one question will come either from vernier caliper, or it will be coming from screw gauge. And I think everyone knows about. So first I will talk about vernier caliper. I will revise vernier caliper little bit. Then we will move towards. So one question will come. One question will come from the unit and dimension. Second question will come either from vernier caliper or screw gauge. Yeah. And I think everyone knows about vernier caliper. Do you remember first thing which they will ask you in vernier caliper? How to find least count of vernier caliper. Everyone remembered, we are revising vernier caliper now. Do you know how to find least count of vernier caliper? What is the formula for? Everyone must revise vernier caliper from the notes after the class. Only here it will not help. After class you have to revise from the main notes also. Can you tell me what is the formula for the least count of vernier caliper? Jaldi batao. Are bolo, yeah. Vernier caliper least count will be coming as 1 MSD minus 1 VSD. This is the important part. Questions is asked, what will be the least count of the given vernier caliper? Least count, formula for the least count will be 1 MSD minus 1 VSD. Yeah. Or you can simply say MSD minus VSD. 1 MSD minus 1 VSD, 1 main scale division minus 1 vernier scale division will give you least count. And always remember, only least count is not asked. They can also ask you reading of vernier caliper. So if reading of vernier caliper is required, you have to remember the formula. Main scale reading plus vernier scale reading into least count minus 0 error. This is very important. One question, 90% surety. There are very less places where we are sure, but here 90% probability is there. One question can come either from vernier caliper or from screw gauge. So for vernier caliper, everyone must remember. Come on, tell me the formula. Least count of vernier caliper will be 1 MSD minus 1 VSD, 1 main scale division minus 1 vernier scale division, and reading of the vernier caliper will be coming as MSR plus VSR into. What is MSR? Main scale reading. And what is VSR? Vernier scale reading. Everyone will be able to do. Bolo. Now numericals from the notes you can see. Will you be able to do the question that will come from vernier caliper? Batao, jaldi. Time le do. Marathon class is going on. What is the least count of vernier caliper? 1 MSD minus 1 VSD. Reading of vernier caliper, MSR plus VSR into least count minus 0 error. Bolo bolo, done. So many times they have asked question from here. And be careful about the units. Something will be given in centimeter, sometimes given in millimeter. You must know how to convert into proper units. Yeah. So this is the case of vernier caliper. Second important is your screw gauge. Screw gauge. Questions are asked from screw gauge also. And first thing which is asked from screw gauge is again least count of screw gauge. You must remember the formula for the least count. Least count of screw gauge will be coming as pitch by number of divisions. Number of divisions. Pitch by number of divisions on circular scale. Question 2-3 times only this question came. Pitch was given, number of divisions was given. Just divide them, you'll get the least count. And if you know the least count, again they can ask you reading. Same formula is there. Only their vernier scale, here circular scale. So formula for the reading will be coming as MSR, main scale reading, plus CSR into least count minus 0 error. So these are the two important situations that we have got here. Important part. Don't ignore after class, see the numericals. We don't have that much of time to again tell you the numerical from here because we are marathon class is going on right now. Yeah, but you can see these numericals from the main notes after the class. Bolo bolo, 100% confident. If question will come from vernier caliper, you'll rock in the exam. If question will come from screw gauge, you'll definitely will be able to do. Are bolo, are say with RJ, will you be able to do or not? Yeah, definitely, sir. Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, easy situation, nothing to worry, nothing to worry. Yeah, okay. So these two situations are very important, very important. Yeah, okay. So again, before moving further, always remember vernier caliper, screw gauge are two important devices which has been mentioned in NCERT from where questions are asked. You have seen previous year's question. So many times question came. So first thing, least count of vernier caliper, 1 MSD. Everyone in the classroom will say, what is the formula for the least count of vernier caliper? 1 MSD minus 1 VST. And reading will be coming as MSR plus VSR into least count minus 0 error. For screw gauge, least count will be pitch by number of division on the circular scale. And reading will be coming same formula, only there vernier scale was there, here circular scale is there. MSR plus CSR into least count minus 0 error. Done, done, done. Fasak, bolo. Shall we move further? Shall we move further? Yeah, okay. बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. Now we'll move towards the next part. Yeah. So I told you two questions till now which can come in the NEET. First, important dimensions. Don't worry about important dimensions. You'll get a list 5 days, 6 days before the exam. Practice that list. From there only question will come. Important dimensions will be covered there. Vernier caliper screw gauge formula I told you. Now you have to revise the numericals that is present already in your notes. Yeah, okay, no problem. Now I'm going to move towards the third important thing which is asked here. Dhyan dena, be focused. Be focused is here. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Third important part which we'll talk in our unit and dimension. Yeah. Achha, everyone remember how to find number of significant figures. Can you calculate number of significant figures? Can you calculate number of significant figures? For example, if I give you 0.0045000. Can you tell me how many significant figures are there? How many significant figures? How many significant figures are present in this? This year in JEE Mains also question came. Same question I've given to you. 5 significant. Yeah, Gagandeep, correct. Yeah, 5 significant figures are there. Yeah, these 2 zeros are not significant, but these are significant. Yeah, okay, no problem. 5 significant. Pranav, how you are saying 7? 5 significant figures are there. No problem, no problem. Yeah. But always remember, questions are asked from multiplication, division, and addition, subtraction. Everyone remember, for addition, we follow least decimal place. And for multiplication, division, we follow least number of significant figure. Everyone knows that. Important part, questions are asked from addition and subtraction. Last year also question came. In addition, subtraction, we follow. In addition, subtraction, we follow least decimal place. And for multiplication, division, what we follow? least number of significant figure. Bolo, bolo, jaldi. For example, tomorrow they will ask you to add them. And always remember, if you are adding quantities, then if they ask you to find the result, then for addition, subtraction, we follow least decimal place. For multiplication and division, we follow least number of significant figure. Are bolo? Everyone remembered? I'm just trying to make you remember all the important concepts. Bolo? Easy and important part. For example, someone asks you to add 2.2 plus 2.345 plus someone says you add 2.405 and he give you option, find the addition. Don't start adding in the NEET exam. They will give you options like this. For example, they will give you 6.705. Can you tell me what will be the correct answer? 6.5, other 6.715, other fourth option 6.702. What will the correct answer? Can you tell? Second option. While addition and subtraction, we follow least decimal place. Here, least decimal place is only up to 2. So answer will be, don't start adding them. Don't start adding them, right? Like class 2 student. Don't be like class 2 student. Start adding them. Use the concept of your significant figure. While addition, come on, tell me. While addition and subtraction, what we follow? While addition and subtraction, what we follow? Jaldi batao. While addition and subtraction, what we follow? While addition and subtraction, what we follow? Jaldi batao. Least decimal place. Our answer should be in the least decimal place. For multiplication, division. Jaldi batao. Least number of significant figure. Yeah. For addition, subtraction, least decimal place. For multiplication, division, least significant figure. And questions are given from here in NCERT. That's why I'm talking about this part, important part. Ho jayega, bolo, kar loge. Everyone will be able to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division based on our significant figure. For example, this is how question will come. I will give you one question. Think about this question. Yeah, for example, they will give you. For example, assume mass is given. See how question. I am just talking about the question which is given in NCERT. For example, I am giving mass of the object is given as 2.3 kg. Volume of the object is given as 1.112 meter cube. Can you tell me what will be density? They will ask you to find density. First option, they will give you 2.312. Second option, they will give you 2.345. Third option, they will give you 2.4. Fourth option, they will give you 2.41. Fourth option, they will give you 2.2. Can you tell me what will be the correct answer? Bolo, bolo, bolo. Don't start dividing in the NEET exam. Follow the least significant figure. What is the least significant figure? 2 is the least. Here least significant figure is 2. Here significant figures are 4. 4 significant figure. Here 2 significant figure. So your answer must be in the least significant figure. Don't start dividing them. Everyone knows density will be equal to mass by volume, but don't be a fool in the NEET exam. Don't start dividing them. You'll simply say, sir, I know final answer must have least significant figure. What is the least significant from them? 2 is the least significant. Here 2, here 4. So our answer must also have least significant figure. That will be 2, and that is present in option 4th. Important part. Everyone is getting idea what I'm trying to tell. Is it okay? Shall we move further? आगे बढ़े? हाँ, बहुत बढ़िया. So always remember, again I will revise. Okay, no problem. For significant figure, always remember addition, subtraction, we follow least decimal place. For multiplication, division, we follow least number of significant figure. In the exam, no need to divide them. In the exam, directly see the option, write the answer. That will give you answer. So this is how we can talk about this part. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Okay. Now, Now next situation which we talk here is easy and important part. Easy and important part, yeah. Acha, do you remember things based on percentage error? Important, easy part. This is the point I was saying you. We will try to match 25 question in the NEET exam. Next important part is related with percentage error. For example, they will say you. For example, I will give to you. For example, quantity A is given. You have to tell me x to the power 3, y to the power 2, z to the power 1 by 2. I am saying percentage error in x. In x, percentage error is 1%. In y, percentage error in y is 1%. And percentage error in z is 2%. Can you tell me what is the percentage error in A? Can you tell me how much percentage error A will have? Easy and important part. NCERT solved example also, exercise also has this question. Last to last year also question came. Easy and important part. How to find percentage error? Reddy wrong. Come on, everyone can calculate. Don't wait. Vishnu correct, Pranav correct, 6% will come, not 5%, 6%. Whenever such situation happens, you have to use again same thing. Baba, kitne baar bataye, percentage error in A will come, power will come here. 3 times of percentage error in X, that is 1. Plus 2 times of percentage error in Y. What is percentage error in Y? 1. Plus 1 by F plus. Now here power is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 of percentage error in Z, that is 2%. Now from here if you solve, this will give you 6%. Bolo bolo ho jayega. Important part, situations based on percentage error, and such questions you can do easily in the NEET exam. No calculation, nothing, directly you will get. Yeah. For example, they will say volume of a cube, volume of a sphere, you know 4 by 3 pi r cube. They will say percentage error in radius. Radius has 2% error. Can you tell me how much error will be in the volume? Jaldi batao. How much error will be in the volume? Jaldi batao. Minus we don't take. Power will be always taken positive there. Even power is minus plus doesn't matter. You are talking about error. Error will be always added. Raghu, be careful. Tell me percentage error there. I will simply say, you can see from here. You will simply say, sir, volume is proportional to r cube. That means from here we can say power 3. So percentage error will come 3 times of percentage error in radius. That will be 2. That will become 6%. Come on, do one last question from here, then we'll move further. आगे बढ़ेंगे, आगे बढ़ेंगे, आगे बढ़ेंगे. जल्दी, जल्दी, जल्दी. त्वरगा, त्वरगा, त्वरगा. You write. You write. You write. You write. If percentage error, you write. If percentage error in kinetic energy, if percentage error in kinetic energy is 6%, if percentage error in kinetic energy is 6%, and in speed it is 1%, if percentage error in kinetic energy is 6% and percentage error in speed is 1%, find percentage error in mass. Find percentage error in mass. Find percentage error in mass. Jaldi baba. How much error we will have in the measurement of mass? What will be percentage error in the measurement of mass? Vishnu has said correct answer. That is the mistake. This is what I was trying to tell. People are doing 6 minus 2. That's wrong. Errors are always added. Kab samjhoge? In the life, mistakes are never subtracted. If you do mistake in class 10th, that mistake will be carried in class 12th also. That is the mistake you are doing. Don't do such mistake. Answer will come 8%. Errors can never be added. So that's why whenever such question comes, first write the formula. Sir, K will be equal to half mv square. What they're asking, sir, they're asking about mass. So write the value of mass. Mass will be coming as 2k by v square. Now from here write delta m by m will be equal to delta k by k plus 2 times of delta v by v. Always remember, you may seem that power is negative here, but errors are always added. It will be never negative. You have to always take positive. This is given 6. This 2 into 1. It will become 8%. People are using like this. This is wrong. Don't use like this. Delta K equal to K will be equal to delta M by M plus 2 times of delta V by V. This don't use like this. You want mass, first calculate mass, then use the formula. Then only you'll get correct answer. बोलो बोलो हो जाएगा जल्दी बताओ. Point is errors are always added. If you want to do like this, this is 6 delta M by M plus 2 times of delta V by V. That will be 1. Now when this will come this side, in normal math it will become 6 minus 2. But we are talking about not normal math. We are talking about errors. Errors are always added. So you have to add it. It will give you ultimately 8%. Okay, so don't be confused in the exam. Errors are always galtiyan. Errors, it's not normal maths. It's error, Baba. Error is always added. You cannot subtract mistakes. It's not like in class 10th also I did mistake. In class 12th also I did mistake. 2 mistakes cancel. This never happens in error. In normal maths it can happen. Are bolo ho jayega. Be careful there. Questions are asked from there. They will try to confuse you. बोलो बोलो फाइनल क्वेश्चन. चलो एक और क्वेश्चन बताओ. जल्दी बताओ. जल्दी त्वरगा. Come on, do it. Right. हाँ. Right. If percentage error in the time period is 3%. If percentage error in the time period is 3%. If percentage error in the time period is 3%. And in length it is 6%. Find percentage error in G. You have to tell me acceleration due to gravity. What is the percentage error in acceleration due to gravity? Use that concept which I told. Don't do mistake. You are not talking about no. So first find, that's why I said you better first find G, then do the calculation. Pranav wrong. Ravi Teja correct. It will come 12%. I don't have that much of time. So always remember, first write the formula. P equal to 2 pi under root of L by G. Don't start doing from here. यहाँ से करोगे गलती होगा. Plus minus you'll get confused. What they're asking you acceleration due to gravity. So पहले निकालो उसे. Then you can do. First find acceleration due to gravity. For that we can say sir, T square will be coming as 4 pi square L by G. What you want sir? G you want. So G will become L by T square. Constants you can ignore. Now you will say delta G by G will be equal to delta L by L plus 2 times of delta T by T. Now you will use the formula. Now you use this 6%. This is 6%. And this will come 2 into delta T by T. This will be 3%. So this will give you ultimately 12%. This is the answer. So this is how we can talk about it. This is how we have completed our part, unit and dimensions, measurement, error. I'm giving you time of 2 seconds. See all this situation. We'll move further. आगे बढ़ेंगे. Again, before moving further, I will recall you the important things that will come in the NEET exam. I cannot exactly say these questions will come. Please, no one can say, but I can say the important topics from where we have 90% of chance. First important topic, important dimensions, all the important dimensions. And don't worry about it, you'll get the list. Don't worry about it. Second, vernier caliper screw gauge. Third, percentage error. Fourth, significant figure and operations of significant figure. Done. From this chapter, 3 questions will come in the NEET. 2 will definitely come from this part. Nothing else is required. So this is how we have talked about. Now we'll move further. आगे बढ़े. बोलो जल्दी. अरे त्वरगा. Shall we move further? Now we'll move towards our next part. Where we will talk about motion in a straight line. Okay, no problem. So we'll talk about our part, motion in a straight line. Motion in a straight line. Motion in straight line. Motion in straight line. First, I will write all the important results that we need to know here. Then I will talk about how questions are asked from here. How questions are asked from here. So first thing, important point I will write. Be focused, time is not there. First important point, always remember, distance will be always greater than equal to magnitude of displacement. Second, average speed will be always greater than equal to magnitude of average velocity. Okay, no problem. If anyone asks you average velocity, or average speed, that will be coming as delta S by delta T, or you can say S2 minus S1 by T2 minus T1. But if anyone asks you instantaneous velocity means at a particular time, T equal to 2 seconds, T equal to 3 seconds, instantaneous velocity, that will come with the help of differentiation, ds by dt. Similarly, we can talk for acceleration also. If anyone asks me average acceleration, delta V by delta T. But if anyone asks me instantaneous acceleration will come dV by dt. Or you can also say V dV by ds. These are the important results that we have in the beginning of this chapter. Is it okay? How to relate distance, displacement, average speed, average velocity, instantaneous velocity with the help of differentiation, average velocity delta S by delta T, instantaneous velocity ds by dt, average acceleration delta V by delta T, instantaneous acceleration dV by dt, or V dV by ds. Done. Okay, done. Very good. Now just here. Yeah. Now, sir, what are the important numericals? What are the important model of numericals that will come? First and most important, NCERT exemplar situation. Dhyan dena, which you know already. I'm just reminding you. That is, if car travels half distance with V1, other half distance with V2, V average you must know. How to find V average? Can you tell me how much V average will come? Half distance with V1, other half distance with V2. What is V average? Jaldi batao. I think everyone knows 2V1 V2 by V1 plus V. Lucky question. This question may appear directly 4-5 times already asked. Again, it can come directly in the NEET exam. Half distance, V average will come 2V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. Second, half time with V1, other half time with V2, then V average will come. Batao kitna aega? V1 plus V2 by 2. Tomorrow in the NEET, they may give you value. Tomorrow in the NEET, only difference, they will give the value. But formula will be same. You apply that formula, put the value of V1, V2, you'll always get the answer. Bolo, ho jayega? Now, second type of situation, which will be based on equation. For example, I will give you second situation. You can do by yourself. Okay, no problem. Yeah. This type of question is given in NCERT also. Same question I will give you. Yeah. Assume X is given as A plus BT square. A is given as 2, B is given as 3. You have to tell me, this is X. This is the position of the particle. You have to tell me average velocity from 0 to 2 seconds. And you have to tell me instantaneous velocity at t equal to 2 seconds. These are the two things you have to tell. Second type of question, why I'm talking about this question? Because it is given in NCERT solved example. So tomorrow it can come. So first put the value of A and B there. Priyatam Reddy is saying answer will be 12. Okay. So I don't have that much of time. So let's see. Okay, no problem. Just learn from here. So many questions are like this in the notes. You can go through those questions. No problem. Yeah. Okay. Ashwarya is also saying is the correct answer. I'll simply say, sir, first I will put the value of A and B. So this will become, sir, 2 plus 3t square. No problem. Yeah. Average velocity from 0 to 2 seconds. Final. X1 means when time is initial. So X2 will come when time will be 2 seconds. Put here 2. So X2 will come. 2 is already there plus 3 into 2 square. This is your X2. Minus X1. X1 when time is 0. Put here 0. That will be 2. Because this will become 0. By T2 minus T1. That is 2 minus 0. So this will give you finally, this will get cancelled. And this will give you finally 12, yeah, this will become 3 into 4, 12. 12 by 2. That will give you 6 meter per second. This is the average speed. 6 meter per second, yeah. In between some problem happened in the net. Now it's okay, now it's coming. Now it's coming. So this is how you can find average speed delta x by delta t. Very easily you can find. Now if anyone asks you instantaneous, always remember instantaneous is easy to find because instantaneous directly you know. X is given, instantaneous will come, sir, dx by dt. Simply differentiate it. If you differentiate, 2 differentiation will become 0. 3t square, t square differentiation will become 2t. So your instantaneous speed will come 60. When they are asking t equal to 2 seconds, this will give you 12 meter per second. Is it okay? 6 and 12 will be the answer. Can I be 100% sure if tomorrow questions will come from the basic calculus, everyone will be able to do simple question based on differentiation, x given, find velocity, find acceleration? Can you do those type of question? We'll move further, आगे बढ़ना है. अरे बोल दो एक बार, अरे बोल दो एक बार, yes or no? अरे चेपंडी त्वरगा, time ले दो, marathon class is going on. Yeah, okay, no problem. Yeah, okay, okay. So x given, if you differentiate x, v will come. If you differentiate v, a will come. I'll give you one final question. Come on, do it. Do it from here. X is given a plus bt plus ct square plus dt cube. Tell me initial velocity. Tell me initial velocity. Initial velocity and initial acceleration. Initial velocity and initial acceleration. जल्दी बता दो एक बार. Initial velocity. First x is given. Now find velocity. Sir, we know x is given. Velocity will come with the help of dx by dt. Differentiate it. A differentiation will become 0. Bt differentiation will become b. 2ct square differentiation will become, sir, 2ct plus 3dt cube differentiation will become 3dt square. Second situation, sir, acceleration. Sir, this is velocity. This is velocity, sir. Acceleration you want, sir. Acceleration will be dv by dt. If you differentiate velocity, you'll get acceleration. So 0 will be 0. B differentiation will become 0. 2ct differentiation will become 2c. 3dt, this will become 6d into t. Now, when you want initial means t equal to 0. Initial means t equal to 0. Now, put t equal to 0. If you put t equal to 0, this will give you b. If you put t equal to 0, this will give you 2c. बोलो 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 बोलो. कुछ समझे क्या? Shall we move further? आगे बढ़े. So chance is there that one question can be asked based on basic differentiation from here. And 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2, v1 plus the two important things that we have here. Now we are going to move further. Time is not there. We'll move further. We'll talk about our next part. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Achha, can you guess here what is next important part? Can you tell? What is next important part here? What is next important part? Can you tell? Equation of motion, Galileo's ratio. Just see your important part. The second important part here is our EOM, equation of motion. And I told you equation of motion is used only when acceleration is constant. And you will have 4 equation of motion which everyone knows. V will be equal to u plus at, s equal to ut plus half at square. Third equation, v square minus u square will be equal to 2as. And fourth equation, snth will be equal to u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. But out of them, most important is this. Direct questions are asked from here. And from here only we studied. If you use this equation, you will get a ratio. ratio of distance traveled in fixed consecutive interval of time. That ratio of distance will come 1:3:5 dot dot. This ratio is known as Galileo's ratio. Important part. Last year also question came. This year also question can be asked. So always remember, if anyone says you, so what is the difference between second equation and fourth equation? Students are always confused with second equation and fourth equation. For example, if I ask you, find the distance traveled during fifth second, which equation you will use? Find the distance traveled by the particle during fifth second, which equation you will use? Which equation, second or fourth? If I say find the distance traveled by the particle during fifth second of motion, particular second means you have to use ascent. Ascent means distance traveled during particular second. Particular. You will use ascent formula. Yeah. If someone says find the distance traveled in 5 seconds, total 5 seconds means second equation. Are you getting this idea? For particular second we use fourth equation. For a given interval of time we use their second equation. हो जाएगा बोल दो एक बार. And if you remember, here I was also talking about stopping distance. If you are driving any car, something you find obstacle on the road, you will apply the brake, your car will stop. So I was talking about stopping distance. I told you stopping distance will be coming as important part. Stopping distance will come u square by 2a. And from here we say stopping distance is proportional to square of the velocity. For example, someone says, sir, s1 by s2 will be equal to u1 by u2 whole square. You cannot even imagine 4 or 5 times question has been asked from here. Stopping distance will be proportional to u square. Double the speed, stopping distance will become 4 times. Double speed means 4 times, not double distance. Speed double means distance will become 4 times. हो जाएगा? बोलो त्वरगा कर लोगे. बेसिक फॉर्मूला एवरीवन विल बी एबल टू डू. एक बार बता दो. हाँ बोल दो come on. हाँ, everyone will be able to do. No problem, sir. We'll be able to do all this type of situation. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Acha, if you remember, I was talking about not only ascent. Tomorrow they can ask you find the distance traveled during Sn plus 1th or ratio of distance during ascent and Sn plus 1th. Can you do those questions? For example, these questions are there in the notes. Important part. Last year question came. Someone will ask you find the ratio of distance traveled during ascent by Sn plus 1th. Can you find? They will say starting from rest. A constant. Again you can use, sir, ascent will become u plus, u is 0, a by 2 into 2n minus 1. And this will become, sir, u plus a by 2 into 2n. N will be in place of n. Only difference, if n plus 1 is asked in place of n, you have to put n plus 1. If it is n minus 1, then in place of n you have to put n minus 1. Here you will put n plus 1. n plus 1 minus 1. So this will finally become 2n minus 1 by 2n plus 1. अरे कर लोगे ऐसे क्वेश्चन? अरे बोल दो तो अर्गा. Will you be able to do? If you will be able to do, then only I will call my friends in NTA and ask them to give these questions in the NEET exam. Otherwise, I will not ask. You know, I have so many contacts with the people NTA. Yeah, that's why whatever we teach that matches in the NEET exam. So then only if you will be able to do, then only I will call them and ask them to give this type of question. Everyone will be able to do? Yeah, okay, no problem. So these are the basic things that we have related with our motion in a straight line. Okay, no problem. Yeah, call them, sir. Not now. After class, I will call them. Yeah, okay, no problem. Acha, some basic idea of graph everyone has now. Graphical situations we studied. Slope of displacement time graph will represent velocity. Slope of velocity time graph will represent acceleration. Area of velocity time graph will represent displacement. Area of acceleration time graph will represent change of velocity. Do you remember all these things? कुछ याद है? बोलो त्वरगा. Increasing slope, decreasing slope, some theory we studied. कर लोगे? For example, one graph I will talk about, just see here, okay, no problem. NCRT graph I will talk, yeah, okay, okay. Come on, everyone will say, chalo, theek hai, koi baat nahi, you tell me, what is the slope of displacement time graph? Slope means tan theta. Displacement time, slope of displacement time graph, batao. What is slope of displacement time graph? Torga Chepandi, slope of displacement time graph, bolo kitna? Velocity. Slope of velocity time graph, acceleration. Area under velocity time graph, displacement. Area under acceleration time graph, change in velocity. Area above x-axis positive, area below x-axis will be negative. And you can see all those situations from the main notes. Nothing to worry. Simple situation you can get. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Now, here I will draw 3 graphs on the board. Yeah, some graphical important situation I will talk. Okay, no problem. Yeah. You have to see and tell me, this is displacement time graph. Important graph, okay, no problem. You have to tell me about velocity. Where velocity is increasing, this is region O to A to B, B to C. You have to tell me about velocity. You have to tell me in region OA, what is happening to velocity. In region AB, what is happening to velocity. In region BC, what is happening to velocity. Velocity is constant or increasing or decreasing. Constant velocity means uniform velocity. Means if you know about velocity, you can tell about acceleration also, whether it is accelerated or not. Where is acceleration? Where is retardation? Increasing, constant, decreasing. Very good, Gagandeep. Very good, Raghu. Very good. Yeah. I will simply say, sir, here slope increasing. Don't you remember snake theory? In increasing slope. So here slope is increasing. Slope increasing means velocity increasing. Velocity increasing means acceleration will be positive. This is what they ask. In which situation acceleration will be positive? In region O to A, body is accelerated. Here slope constant. Slope constant means velocity is constant. Velocity is constant means acceleration will be 0. They will not ask you only about velocity. They will ask you about acceleration. Third, if you see slope decreasing means your velocity is decreasing, means acceleration is negative. This is what they try to ask. In which reason body has acceleration, in which reason body is not having acceleration, in which reason body has retardation. Bolo kuch samajh mein aaya? Yaad aaya? Gurtunda, nothing new. I have told all these things previously also. Gurtunda little bit, kuch yaad aaya? This type of graph you have seen in the test also so many places. बोल दो एक बार. Yeah, बहुत बढ़िया. Last one. This is the graph of NCRT. I will just draw it. XT graph again. You have to tell out of A, B and C where we have acceleration, where we have retardation, where acceleration is 0. These are the 3 situations you have to identify. You have to identify the sign of acceleration. NCRT graph. I don't have that much of time, otherwise I could have opened it and shown to you. This is an important graph. You can leave entire graph from the notes, but you must know these 3 graphs. If question will come, chance is of these graph. First one, you can see slope is increasing slope. This is increasing. In you studied only this much, but if you calculate increasing slope, this is increasing slope means velocity increasing. Here acceleration will be positive. This is decreasing slope. Decreasing, snake out. Decreasing slope means here velocity is decreasing. Acceleration will be negative. And here slope constant means velocity is constant. Acceleration will be 0. Keep these 3 graphs in your memory. Tomorrow question will come. Then this is the most probable graph that will come. Is it okay? आगे बढ़ जाए. आगे बढ़ जाए, बोलो 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 बोलो, आगे बढ़े, आगे बढ़े. Shall we move further? 1 hour completed. We have completed our 1 hour. Okay, no problem. Yeah, okay, okay. Now next situation from here. Okay, so before moving further, again I will remind you, you tell me stopping distance is proportional to, how stopping distance depend on this speed. Stopping distance S will be proportional to, अरे जल्दी बताओ, S will be proportional to. No one is giving answer. Chat lag is there, I think. Yeah, okay. Stopping distance will be proportional to U square. S1 by S2 will be equal to U1 by U2 whole square. Very good. बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. अच्छा, what is slope of velocity? Slope of displacement time graph. Slope of displacement time graph. Velocity. Slope of velocity time graph. Acceleration. Area of, yeah, okay, very good, very good, very good. Yeah. Area of velocity time graph. Displacement. Area of acceleration time graph. Change in velocity. Okay, no problem. Yeah. And slope also means if angle is given, how will calculate the slope? Jaldi batao. If angle is given, how will calculate the slope? कैसे calculate करोगे slope को? If angle is given, or if angle with the x-axis is given, how will calculate the slope? Slope will be if angle is given. Last year question of the NEET, tan theta. बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत, you are doing good. No problem, nothing to worry. You'll get good marks in the NEET. Just have the confidence. Continue your hard work. No problem. Yeah. हाँ, बहुत बढ़िया. हाँ. Now we'll move towards the next part of motion in a straight line. If you remember, we were talking about MUG, motion under gravity. Chinna questions are asked from here. ध्यान देना, how to talk about MUG, how to talk about motion under gravity, just see here. Yeah, okay. First situation in motion under gravity is free fall. Freely, you are allowing one ball to fall freely. That is our free fall. And always remember, in free fall, if height is h, first thing they will ask you how much time ball will take to reach the ground. So t will be under root of 2h by g. They will ask you with how much velocity ball will strike the ground. V will be equal to under root of 2gh. You can use equation of motion, you can get all these things. Nothing to worry. This is what will happen in the case of free fall. And in the case of free fall, Galileo's ratio will also work. They will ask you, what is the ratio of distance fallen by the ball during first 1 second, next 1 second, next 1 second, next 1 second, first 2 seconds, next 2 seconds, next 2 seconds, or first 5 seconds, next 5 seconds. If consecutive interval, not only of 1 second, any consecutive interval, ratio will come. 1:3:5 and so on. बोलो हो जाएगा. Actually, in NCERT, in free fall only, they are explaining Galileo's ratio. Nowhere else they have explained. Only in the case of free fall, they have explained. Bolo jaldi baba, time le do. You write one question. Chalo, question banao. Chalo. Ha. Okay, no problem. Yeah. So one thing I will tell you. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Ha. So one chart is given in NCERT. I will talk about one question related from there. Please dhyan dena. Just here one thing I want to remind you. Otherwise, you'll be confused in the NEET exam. You'll do the mistake. The place where this Galileo's ratio has been discussed, there one more thing has been discussed, which we generally ignore, but important part. For example, someone says, what is the ratio of distance traveled during height fallen during first second, second, third second? This ratio you know, 1:3:5. This ratio is known as our Galileo's ratio. Ask you, what is the ratio of distance traveled during 1 second, then during 2 seconds, during 3 seconds? Can you tell me how much this ratio will come? How much this ratio will come? Bolo. Ratio of height fallen during first 1 second, then total 2 seconds, then total 3 seconds. How much this ratio will come? For 1 second, Galileo's ratio come. But for this, answer will be not Galileo's ratio. Can you tell me? 1:4:9. Now answer will be, Are Baba, total 0 to 1. But now 0 to 2 means 1 is also there, 2 is also there. That is 1 plus 3. That will be 4. If 0 to 3 means 1 is also there, 3 is also there, 5 is also there. That will be 9. This ratio will go like this. Is it okay? Are you getting my point? What I'm trying to tell? Galileo's ratio is for particular 1 second gap. But this ratio of total second, if they are asking you, then it will come 1:4:9. So be careful. Don't get carried away. Anything you saw in the option 1:3:5:9. No, don't do like that. Read the question, think what they're trying to ask. So this is how we talk about this situation related with our motion under gravity. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Now, second situation of our mug is, second situation of motion under gravity is, if you throw the ball vertically up with some speed u. I think you know, if you throw the ball vertically up with speed u, ball will go, it will come back with the same speed. If you throw with speed u, it will come back with the same speed u. First thing which is asked here, so what is the maximum height ball will attain? H max will be coming as u square by 2g. They will ask you, what is the total time for which ball will remain in air? What is the time of flight? I think you know, time of flight will be coming as 2u by g. So these are the two important results which are asked here. When you are throwing the ball vertically up, maximum height attained by the ball will be u square by 2g. Total time of flight will be coming as 2u by g. Done. Bolo. Important part, yeah. Question has been given in NCERT from here. Questions are asked, important and easy. Everyone must be able to do. Now numerical you can see from the notes. आगे बढ़ जाएं, बोलो एक बार आगे बढ़ जाएं. Next situation, which I will give numerical also. I will give you the question which is given in NCERT solved example. That question only I want to tell. Third situation. ध्यान दो. Be careful. NCERT solved example undi. NCERT solved example undi. Be careful. NCERT solved example, be careful. There they are talking about two situations. One situation, if you project the ball vertically down with speed u, ball will strike the ground with some speed v. Height is h. They will ask you to relate them. For example, they will give you initial velocity, final velocity. They will ask you find height. I think everyone can relate using third equation. v square minus u square will be equal to 2gh. Relate कर लोगे? बोलो. Basic question of equation of motion. कर लोगे? Ball is projected down with speed u. It strikes the ground with speed v. Find the height of the tower. You can calculate from here, no problem. Yeah, from here you can calculate. Yeah. This is the first situation. Second situation, if the same ball is projected vertically up, then how to find total time, then how to find h max. This is important part. Again they will ask you, if the ball is projected vertically upward with speed u, they will ask you what is the maximum height ball will attain. So I told you, if this height is h, this extra height which is thrown vertically up, this extra height will come u square by 2g. That means mottam height will become, h max will become, h already there, extra u square by 2g, it will go up. So total height will become h plus u square by 2g. Second thing, they will ask you find time of flight. I told you time of flight will come in two parts. One to go up, u by g. Other is free fall from maximum height. That is under root of 2 h max by z. They may ask you find the final velocity on reaching ground, under root of 2g into h max. Bolo. Ho jayega. This is chala important. Whatever present on the board, chance is there. One question will come from here in the NEET exam. Important part. Important undi. Chepandi Twarga. Is it okay? Aage badhe. Or shall I give you the question of NCERT from here? In NCERT one question is given. Shall I give you that question? Exactly with the same data. Bolo. No one is saying anything. Do one question. Chalo, bahut badhiya. Do one question. Okay, do it. No problem. Yeah, you right. You write a boy standing. Exactly NCERT solved example. A boy standing on the top of a 25-meter high tower. A boy standing on the top of a 25-meter high tower throws a ball vertically up. With a speed of 20 meter per second. With a speed of a boy standing on the top of a 25-meter high tower throws a ball vertically up with a speed of 20 meter per second. With a speed of 20 meter per second. Find first maximum height attained by the ball. No need to write. Find first H max, second total time, third speed with which ball will strike the ground. Fariha correct. Very good, Fariha. Fariha has given H max. H max is the easiest to find. That's why Fariha has calculated H max first. Very good, Fariha. Then find time of flight also. H max. Meghna correct. Very good. Ruben correct. Very good. Gagandeep correct. Very good. H max. H max will come directly. Nothing to do for H max. I already know, sir. I already know. Already we know. Ravi Teja correct. Very good. Joshita correct. Very good. Swaroop correct. Yeah. Swaroop, total time will come. Total time they are asking you, not time of free fall only. Total time will come. I think total time is coming 4 seconds, not 5 seconds. It will come 4 seconds. 45. So it will come 3. 3 plus 1, 4 seconds. Total time will come 4 seconds. How people are getting 5 seconds? I'm not understanding. First thing, sorry. 5 seconds. Okay. Total time I have given 20 now. Total time will come 5. 3 plus 2, 5. Total time will come 5 seconds. No problem. Yeah. I will tell you the process just here. No problem. Answer is not important. Tomorrow data may change, but question is important. I will simply say, sir, you are throwing the ball vertically up now. Sir, kya kar rahe ho? Sir, I am throwing the ball vertically up. If you throw the ball vertically up, it will come back. So maximum height attained means height from the ground you have to tell. Already 25, this extra height you can find now. Just now you study U square by 2g. From there, this extra height will come 20 meter. So already 25 plus 20 means total height fallen by the ball will become 25 plus 20, that will become 45 meter. Means maximum height attained by the ball will be 25 meter. Yeah, okay, no pair. 25 plus 20, maximum height attained by the ball will be 45 meter. Yeah, okay. Someone asked me time of flight. I told you time of flight will come in 2 parts. One is the time to go up. Total time will be time of upward journey, which you know, U by G. Plus second will be the time of free fall. From maximum height it is falling. So under root of 2 H max by G. Now from here you can put the value. U is 20. So 20 by 10 plus 2 H max. H max means from maximum height it will fall freely. So into 45 by G. So from here it will come 5 seconds. Very, very important question. Third, sir, final velocity on reaching ground. We already know under root of 2g into H max. H max is again 45. This will come 30 meter per second. कर लोगे क्या? Will you be able to do such question? बोलो बोलो हो जाएगा जल्दी बोलो. Will you be able to do all this question? Very good, no problem. Yeah. कर लोगे? बोलो बोलो. We'll move to the next part. We'll move towards the next part. Yeah, बहुत बढ़िया सर. क्या है इसमें? Very easy. This type of, but these are given in NCERT. You must be able to do. Yeah, okay, no problem. So this is how we have talked about our motion in a straight line. Now we'll move towards next part. Before that, I'm giving you just time of 5 seconds. See all this situation. We'll move further. आगे बढ़ेंगे. Is it okay? आगे बढ़े. Is it okay? Some help is happening by this marathon class. Some help is happening. Are you feeling something? Okay, sir, we remember the formula. Some confidence is coming. Is it feels little helpful? Huh? Ha. Are you feeling little helpful? Then only we'll move further. Yeah. Okay. बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. Means point is these are the important topics, important concept. After class, you have to revise from the main notes again. Once you have to refer main notes. It's not like so it's completely completed. No. Main notes you will revise, then only finally in the NEET you will be able to do. बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. Now we'll move towards our next part. We'll move towards our next part. Yeah. Where we will talk about motion in a plane. Motion in a plane. Motion in a plane. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Motion in a plane. Now ध्यान देना, ध्यान देना, ध्यान देना. Be focused, be focused, be focused. Just here. Yeah. Okay. हाँ. Okay. बहुत बढ़िया ऐश्वर्या. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now from motion in a plane, one question will definitely come from the projectile. And secret is already that question is present in the notes. Revise karna notes ko bahut sare. I will also revise. Don't worry. I will revise each and every point related with the projectile. Nothing to worry. But after class, you revise that thing from the main notes. And one question will definitely come. Last year also came. Before that year also came. Before that year also came. So this year also one question will come from projectile. So yeah, that question is directly based on for no brain, nothing required. Formula brain lopla undi, answer vastundi. So formula you have to revise, and I will also revise all the formulas. Just here how we'll be talking. Yeah, okay. First we talk about in projectile. First we talk about oblique projection or ground to ground projection, and this is the most important part. Most of the time question comes from oblique projection, and here I told you, if you throw the ball with speed u, angle theta, your velocity of ball will have two components, one along x-axis, u cos theta, one along y-axis, that will be your ui will be u sin theta. What will happen to the ball? What will happen to the ball, sir? Ball will go, it will land on the ground. So I was talking about different formulas here. Chala important. First thing, formula for time period. 2u sin theta by g, or you can say 2u sin theta, you can see is ui, so 2ui by g. You can say the formula second is the formula for h max. H max will be coming as u square sin square theta by 2g, or you can say ui square by 2g. Third was our formula for the range. Range will be coming as u square sin 2 theta by g, or you can say 2 ux ui by g. This is how we studied about the basic formula of projectile. Yeah, okay, no problem. Now questions, yeah. Many times questions are asked from this formula, but many times they ask questions from the properties of the projectile motion. And first property everyone must know, at the maximum height, speed of the projectile is ui will become 0. At the maximum height, speed of the projectile at maximum height will be coming as u cos theta. That means you can relate kinetic energy also at the maximum height. With the help of this speed, you can relate kinetic energy at the maximum height. That is half m v square. Here velocity will be u cos theta. That is u cos theta whole square. So you can always relate velocity at the maximum height. You can always relate kinetic energy at the maximum. This is the first here. These are the important formula. This is the property. At the maximum height, vertical velocity of the projectile will be sunna. Only horizontal velocity will be there. So velocity of the projectile at last year question came from here only. At maximum height, speed of the projectile will be u cos theta when theta is given with horizontal. If it is given with vertical, in place of cos, it will become sine. Okay, no problem. This is how we talk about. Okay. Now, important questions are asked from range. Range important. Properties of range is asked from here. Yeah. Can you tell me for what angle range will be maximum? For how much angle range will be maximum? Can you tell me range will be maximum for what angle? Range will be maximum for what angle? I think everyone knows, no problem. Yeah. Range will be maximum for 45 degree. Range will be maximum for 45 degree, and that maximum range possible will become u square by g. This is the maximum horizontal distance up to which we can throw any body. Maximum range will be for 45 degree, and that maximum range will be coming as u square by g. Many times questions are asked from here. They will say they will say a cannon fire a ball to a maximum distance of 16 meter. Find speed. Maximum distance, maximum horizontal distance means maximum range. That will happen for 45 degree, and that maximum range will be u square by g. And if you see, this maximum range will be also 2 times of maximum possible vertical height. Do you remember this? Because maximum vertical height up to which you can throw the ball is vertically upper. That is u square by 2g. And maximum possible horizontal distance which you can throw, the maximum possible horizontal distance which you can throw is u square by g. So that's why we say maximum possible horizontal distance will be always double of maximum possible vertical height. So from there, and if you remember, I also related this h max and this r, and for that we had the formula tan theta will be coming as 4 h max by r. Are bolo. Do you remember this? I also told you range for entire projectile motion we are trying to put in one slide. Yeah, if you remember, I was also saying you range for two angle, range for theta will be same as range for 90 minus theta. And in that situation, if time periods are t1 and t2, so t1 into t2 product of time period will come 2r by g, or you can say proportional to r by g. There I told you if one ball attains height h1, other attains height h2, then range you can write as 4 under root of h1 into h2. अरे कुछ याद है? Everyone remembered all this result? Then we will move further. आगे बढ़ेंगे. बोलो हो जाएगा? So point is, after class go through all the formula of oblique projection, oblique projectile, all the formula you can go. So again, before moving further, I will just revise the formula. Okay, no problem, nothing to worry. Yeah, okay. So first thing, time of flight 2u sin theta by g. H max u square sin square theta by 2g. Range u square sin 2 theta by g. So range for theta, range for 90 minus theta will be equal. In that, if time is t1 and t2, t1 into t2 will be 2r by g. If height is h1 h2, r will be 4 under root of h1 into h2. So tan theta will be equal to 4 h max by r. Range will be maximum for theta equal to 45 degree. That maximum range will be u square by g. That will be double of maximum possible horizontal vertical height. Is it okay? बोलो आगे बढ़ जाएं. Yeah, okay, no problem Gagandeep. Yeah, you can message me on WhatsApp. Shall we move further? आगे बढ़े. हाँ, बहुत बढ़िया. We will now move further. Yeah, okay, no problem. हाँ. Acha, if you remember, we were also talking about horizontal projectile, horizontal projection. If you are standing on the top of tower and if you are throwing the ball horizontally with speed u, ball will go, it will strike the ground. Here again they will ask you range. What will be the range of this projectile? Again same thing. Time of flight will be same. Under root of 2h by g. Same as free fall, time of flight will be there. So range will become u into under root of 2h by g. This is an important result for horizontal projectile. Horizontal projectile, important result. Okay, no problem. They can also ask you, find angle with the horizontal with final velocity will make. Angle alpha with the horizontal. You can find tan alpha will be coming as gt by u. These are the formula which you have to remember here. Is it okay? आगे बढ़ जाएं. Projectile completed. Shall we move further? No problem. So this is how we can talk about all this situation. Yeah, okay. So this is how we can do our motion in a plane. Yeah. Okay. Now we are going to move towards our next part where we will start with acha, will you be able to do those river boat problem, river swimmer problem? Important 2 cases, shortest possible path, and one case reaching exactly opposite point. That was the first case. Second case, crossing the river in minimum possible time. Will you be able to do? Will you be able to do reaching exactly opposite point? VS sine theta should be equal to VR. Reaching crossing the river in minimum possible time, he will swim perpendicular to the river flow. Everyone, that is also important. So river swimmer problem, everyone has to go by themselves in the notes in detail there. Do those questions, see the concept, and do the numericals. Will be able to do any question that will come from there. Now we'll move towards our next part, where we will talk about motion in a plane. We will talk about laws of motion, Newton's laws of motion. NLM we are going to start. Okay, no problem. Yeah. And we start our NLM with, okay, no problem. Just see here how we start our NLM. Yeah, okay, no problem. Yeah. Newton's laws of motion, we start with two important value. One is instantaneous force, dp by dt. One is our average force, delta p by delta t. And if you see this delta p is an important quantity. This delta p is known as change in momentum. Change in momentum, for which we have given a special name in physics. This change in momentum is also known as impulse. This change in momentum is also known as impulse, whose value will be m into v minus u. So this is an important part. Questions are asked. So many times question has been asked. Find the impulse. So instantaneous force dp by dt, average force delta p by delta t. Delta p is a change in momentum which has been given a special name in physics, and that special name is impulse. So delta p is also our impulse. Yeah, okay, no problem. And from here, first question will come. They will say a ball is coming with momentum mv, strike the ground and bounces back with the same momentum mv. Can you tell me how much impulse acted on the ball? What is the impulse on the ball? Jaldi bata do. What is impulse on the ball? Ek baar bata do, what is impulse on the ball? Ball coming with mv, going back with mv. What is the change in momentum? What is the impulse? Arey bolo. 2 mv. Never say 0, because momentum is vector. This is mv. This is minus mv. Sir, impulse means change in momentum. Change means final minus initial. From here, if you calculate, impulse will come 2 mv. Tomorrow they can ask you, find the time, find the force. If they will give you time of contact, they will say if the ball remained in contact with the ground for time 0.1 second. So if time is given, divide impulse by time. You will get the value of average force acted on the ball. Question is asked, find impulse. Question is asked, find average force. And always remember, these velocities will not be given to you directly. If directly given, use them. But many times they don't give this velocity directly. Instead of giving this velocity, they will give you the height. Ball is dropped from height h. You tell me, if height is given, can you find this velocity? Kaise nikaloge? If that height is given, how you find the velocity? They will not give you directly velocity. Ball strike with. They will say a ball is dropped from a height of 20 meters, strikes the ground. After striking the ground, ball goes up by this much of height. Find impulse on the ball. And if height is given, how you find the velocity? Motion under gravity we will use, sir. Whenever height is given, this velocity we can write under root of 2gh. This velocity also, if this height is given, this velocity also we can write under root of 2g into h dash. If some other velocity is given, ho jayega. Bolo. So be careful. Ball coming with some momentum, going back with some momentum. How to find impulse? How to find change in momentum? How to find velocity with the help of height? All these things are there in the notes. Once you can go through them. But sometimes ball will come like this. NCERT diagram. Can you tell me, if the ball is coming with mv, going with mv, what is the change in momentum now? Can you bata sakte ho ab? Can you tell me what is the change in momentum, that is impulse? What is the change in momentum or impulse? Bol do, Durga. Always remember, here two possibilities are there. Sometimes angle is given with the perpendicular to the surface. This is known as normal to the surface. This is known as normal to the surface. And sometimes angle will be given with the surface. With the surface. Yeah. So when angle is given with the normal to the surface, impulse will come 2 mv cos theta. When angle is given with the surface, impulse will come 2 mv sine theta. And always remember, if you divide this impulse by time, you'll get average force. Many times force is asked, many times only impulse is asked. So if angle is given with the perpendicular to the reverse, if angle is given perpendicular to the surface, normal to the surface, 2 mv cos theta. If angle is given with the surface, 2 mv sine theta. If no change in momentum, delta p by delta t will give you average force. Is it okay? Done? हो जाएगा? Question is given in NCERT where they are saying you one cricketer is there, he's playing, yeah, okay. Bowler is bowling with momentum mv, he strikes the ball goes with the same momentum mv. They are asking you what is the impulse on the ball. Can you tell me how much impulse ball will experience, or how much impulse will act on the ball? They're saying ball is coming with mv, going back with mv. Impulse will be, sir, 2 mv. Impulse will be 2 mv. If you divide by time, you get the average force. So in that question, they're asking what is the average force experienced by the hands of the batsman. You can get very easily. Yeah. हो जाएगा, बोल दो, तोरगा. हाँ. Swarup, that is known as glancing angle. Correct. हाँ. So change in, yeah, I think everyone will get, if angle is given with the normal, then 2 mv cos theta. If angle is given with the surface, 2 mv sin theta. Sir, if change in momentum is known, if impulse is known, we can divide that with time. So delta p by delta t will give us average force, sir. Okay, no problem. We can do all these type of questions very easily. No problem. Yeah, okay. Now we'll move towards next situation. Dhyan dena, just see here. Yeah, okay. Achha, do you remember G effective? When system goes upward, G effective will become G plus A. When the system goes downward, G effective will become G minus A. When body fall freely, G effective will become 0. When velocity is constant, G effective will remain as G. बहुत ही important. At least 5 questions are in NCERT exercise related from G effective. So इसको बहुत ध्यान से देखना. Do all the question of the notes from here. And there I was saying you lift man situation I was talking about. If your lift is going upward with an acceleration A, G effective will become G plus A. New normal reaction will become M into G plus A. When the lift is going down with an acceleration A, G effective will become G minus A. Your normal reaction will become M into G minus A. Yeah, okay, no problem. Then I was saying you if the lift is falling freely, A equal to G, G effective will become 0. Normal reaction will become 0. This is also known as weightlessness. Body will not feel any weight. Weightlessness. Then I was talking about going up or down with constant velocity. Constant velocity means acceleration 0. G effective will remain as G only, and their normal reaction will be equal to mg. अरे कुछ याद है गुरतुंडा? अरे गुरतुंडा बोलो. Everyone will be able to do. एक बार बोल दो, we will move further, आगे बढ़ेंगे. Things related with our G effective. Everyone can do. System going upward, G plus A. System going downward, G minus A. Sir, free fall, G effective 0. Velocity constant, acceleration 0. G effective will be same as G. हो जाएगा. Shall we move further, आगे बढ़े? No problem. बहुत बढ़िया. अरे बोल दो. Yeah. Okay. No problem. Yeah. Next important situation is, which is actually given in NCERT. So NCERT exercise related with pulley block problem. If you remember, Rendu blocks are hanging. I was saying this is M1, this is M2. I told you if M1 is greater than M2, what will happen? M1 will go down, M2 will go up. Here we calculated acceleration. With the help of formula also you can calculate. Without formula also you can calculate. And that formula was saying you A will be coming as m1 minus m2 into g by m1 plus m2. Acceleration you can find, acceleration. Tension, if anyone asks you, you can calculate 2 m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. Ho jayega. If question will come from attitude machine, pulley block system, everyone will be able to do confidently. Kar loge. I'm just reminding you important situation. We can do, sir. What's big deal in this? We can do very easily. No problem. Yeah. Okay. So A will be m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. Tension 2 m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. No problem, no problem. So everyone can do this type of situation. Nothing to worry. Simple situation, simple situation. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Now you try to find out. Chalo. Do one question. This is 4 kg. This is 3 kg. This is block A, block B. I'm applying force of 14 Newton. You have to tell me. You write, find the contact force between the blocks. Find the contact force between the blocks. Find the contact force between the blocks. How much contact force these blocks will have? Sriram, how it can be 15? Force we applied 14, how they can have 15 Newton of contact force? First find acceleration. Now Sriram correct. Now correct. Yeah, Swaroop correct. Very good. Come on, everyone can do. Time is not there, so I will tell. So what I told you at that time also, again I am saying important. This is also important type of question. Yeah. And from, Priyatam, very good. Joshita, very good. Sunit, very good. Samreen, very good. Reddy, very good. Yeah. Okay, I will simply say, in this type of question, first find acceleration. Acceleration will come as total force by total mass. 14 by 7. Acceleration will come 2 meter per second square. And then I told you, you can select any of the block. For example, if you select B, block B. Block B is moving only due to contact force of A. On block B, no other force is acting in this direction. So no contact force will be responsible for its acceleration. So you can find N will be equal to its mass, acceleration 2. That will come 6 Newton. This is the answer. This is the process. Yeah. Same type of questions are asked when they will connect the bodies with the help of string and they will pull. Kar loge is tarah ke question. Same concept, both situation. Ho jayega? हो जाएगा बोल दो एक बार कर लोगे same question sometimes blocks will be given placed in contact sometimes block will be connected with the help of string everyone will be able to do कर लोगे आगे बढ़े yeah okay no problem so this is how we have talked about yeah okay no problem yeah. And that is how we have. Acha, everyone remembers pseudo force, John force. If you remember, ball will go back. Tan theta will be A by G. Important. Tan theta will be A by G. Question is asked from there. Two situations. If you remember, again I will remind you. Please. Dekh lo. Time is not there, but still I know important part. If you move with an acceleration A, your pendulum will go back. They will ask you what is the angle. So if you are going in the right, pendulum will go in the left. And if anyone asks you what is that tan theta, that tan theta will be coming as A by G. If anyone asks you what is the tension in the string, M into under root of A square plus G square. Same question is asked. One block is kept on the inclined plane. And they will say with how much acceleration we will pull the inclined plane so that this block will not fall. Again, tan theta will be equal to A by G. So now again A will be coming as G tan theta. कर लोगे जल्दी बताओ हो जाएगा आगे बढ़े everyone will be able to do so this is how we have completed our part of NLM. Now we'll move further and before moving further I will give you break of 5 minutes. Is it okay? My water completed. I will ask them to bring water. Is it okay? 5 minutes? 5 minutes break kawali. Huh? 5 minutes break I will give. After 5 minutes we will start. In 5 minutes, after 5 minutes we will start. Okay, exactly 5 minutes I will start without any wait. So 5 minutes you can relax. Hi, I'm back. Hello, hi. Everyone there or gone? हो या चले गए? Are you there or gone? Are you there? No problem. We are there, sir. We were waiting for you. No problem. Yeah. Shall we start? Shall we again start? I think exactly 5 minutes. I came in exactly 5 minutes. Again, we are starting. Yeah. Okay. No problem. Okay. So we have completed till our part NLM. Till our part NLM means we have completed only those things which are actually important, targeting those 25 question in the NEET exam. We cannot target exactly all 50 question, but our target is to reach to 25 question minimum, which will come in our NEET exam. And these are the concepts, these are the situations from where question will come. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Now I'm going to talk about one more part, direct formula based part, from where again one question is expected. Two questions are expected from here. One is related with horizontal circle, different formula, different concept of horizontal circle. Second is related with vertical circle. So both we will revise, no problem. Yeah. So next part is our circular motion. And in circular motion, first we will talk about horizontal circle. Dhyan dena. Just see here how we'll be talking. First we'll talk about horizontal circle. Dhyan dena, be focused. Yeah. Okay. And I think before moving further, few basic things of circular motion everyone must know. In every circular motion, we will have few things will be there. First thing, V will be equal to omega r. Omega will be equal to omega will be 2 pi f. Okay, no problem. And always remember, frequency is given. First you have to convert frequency will be given in rpm. You have to convert into rps, then you have to calculate omega. And from there I was saying you two acceleration body will have. One will be your centripetal acceleration, v square by r, or you can say omega square r, and other will be our tangential acceleration, that will be at will be dv by dt, or I was saying you this is also rate of change of speed. And from there I was also saying you net acceleration which body will have, a net will be coming as under root of ac square plus at square. Okay, no problem. So these are the basic things that we already know. No problem. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Rate of change of speed. And from here I was talking about different situations. First situation, if you tie, for example, first situation, if you have a ball attached to a string and if you rotate in horizontal circle, then I told you T will give centripetal force. So value of T will be mv square by r or m omega square r. From there they will give you breaking tension. They will give you maximum tension. They will ask you find maximum speed, or they will ask you find maximum omega. Find the maximum angular velocity with which string ball can be rotated. So this is an important situation. This diagram has been given in NCERT. T will be equal to mv. T will give you centripetal force. So its value will be mv square by r or m omega square r. Maximum tension given. Maximum v will come. Maximum omega will come. Then second I was talking about maximum safe speed on a horizontal circular turning. Kuch yaad hai kya? If horizontal circular turning is there, you'll have a maximum safe speed. Can you tell me what is the maximum? Again, important part. Tell me, what is the maximum safe speed on a horizontal circular turning? What is the maximum safe speed on a horizontal circular turning? Jaldi batao. Very important formula. 2-3 times this formula has been asked. What is the maximum safe speed on the horizontal circular turning? What is the maximum safe speed? I am waiting for your answer. Under root of mu s rg. This is the maximum safe speed on a horizontal. Yeah. Tan here, that is for banking. Maximum horizontal circular turning, maximum safe speed is under root of mu s rg. Yeah. Then I was talking about banking of road. In banking of road, I was saying you, banking speed. I was talking about banking speed, and for that I told you angle of banking you can always write tan theta will be equal to V square by RG. So from here banking speed will come, banking speed will come. अरे बोल दो कितना आ जाएगा, अरे बोल दो कितना आ जाएगा, under root of RG tan theta. Both are asked. Theta given, speed will be asked. Speed given, theta will be asked. So tan theta will be V square by RG. So V will be, banking speed will be coming as under root of RG tan theta. And here I also told you, NCERT situation. Here I also told you, this is the banking speed, but maximum and minimum safe speed will also come. Maximum safe speed will be coming as under root of, कुछ याद है क्या? बोलो बोलो, RG tan theta plus mu s by 1 minus mu s tan theta. And I was saying you minimum safe speed will become. This has been already asked in the NEET. Now next time they will ask you, what is the minimum safe speed on the bank road? Minimum safe speed on the bank road will be coming as under root of RG tan theta minus mu s by 1 plus mu s tan theta. Everyone remembered all this result? Bolo, bolo, bolo. Horizontal circle, all the important results we are talking. Bol do ek baar. Horizontal circle, all the important results. T will be equal to mv square by r, maximum safe speed under root of mu s rg, tan theta will be v square by rg, banking speed under root of rg tan theta, maximum safe speed under root of rg tan theta plus mu s by 1 minus mu s tan theta. For minimum just flip the sign, plus will become minus, minus will become plus. Arre bol do. There I was also saying you, if one big platform is there, this is also important. If one big platform is there rotating with angular velocity omega, one coin is kept here. Then I was saying you, if you remember, here I said you friction will give you centripetal force. So from here there I was talking about maximum omega. If anyone asks you, then you can say, yeah, omega square r will be equal to mu s g. So from here we can get maximum omega. Omega max we can calculate mu s g by r. Arre yeah, this is under root. This is the maximum omega. So these are the things, important things that we have in our part related with horizontal circle. Tell me, does everyone will be able to do all these questions? If these formulas will be asked, they will ask you these formulas directly. Will you be able to do? Kar loge? Arre jaldi batao twarga. Will you be able to do if questions will come from here? Direct question, direct formula based question. Will you be able to do? अरे एक बार बोलो जल्दी से. Will you be able to do? अरे say yes or no? Yes sir. Very good, very good, very good. Yeah. So I think everyone will be able to do. Now we will move further. Now we'll move further and we will talk about our next part. बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. Yeah. Now we'll move towards our next part. बहुत बढ़िया हो. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Okay. Then I was talking about VCM. One question will definitely come from chala important vertical circular motion. Acha, do you remember in vertical circular motion what is the minimum speed given at the bottom? Critical speed at the bottom for complete circle. Batao critical speed at the bottom for complete circle. How much minimum speed we should give to the ball at the bottom so that it will complete vertical circle? Minimum speed at the bottom. Are bata do. I will not tell. You will tell. I think everyone remembered. Yeah. Maximum, yeah. Minimum speed required at the bottom will be under root of 5gr. When the ball, this is known as critical velocity. These are terms which NTA uses. What is the critical velocity at the bottom? Under root of 5gr. Or you can say under root of 5gl. Because here r will be equal to l. Here r will be equal to length of the string. No problem. So when the ball will come in horizontal, I told you for every quarter, speed will decrease by 2gl. So when it will come from bottom to horizontal, here speed will become under root of 3gl. Yeah, under root of 3gl. At the top, critical situation at the top, velocity at the top will be coming as under root of gl. And I told you in this situation, tension at the bottom will be 6 mg. This is the maximum tension. Tension at the horizontal in this case will be 3 mg, and tension at the top, tension at the top will be 0. Tension at the top will be 0. In this situation, tension at the top will be 0. And I told you difference of maximum and minimum tension will be constant. That maximum minimum tension difference will be coming as 6 mg. And I told you tension will be maximum at the bottom, minimum at the top. Can you tell me where string will have maximum probability to break, at the bottom or at the top? Where the string has maximum probability to break? Bolo, bolo, bolo. They will give you at which point string will break first. Tell me where. At the bottom, because bottom, as we will go upper, tension will be decreasing, so tension will be minimum at the bottom, so string will have maximum probability to break at the bottom. As you will go up, tension will decrease, string will have less probability to break, so maximum chance of breaking will be only at the bottom. Okay, no problem, no problem. And I also told you, for example, just see here, if someone give you here speed, I told you here speed under root of 5 GL, tension will come 1 extra. If it is under root of n GL, tension will come n plus 1 mg. For example, tomorrow there is direct ways to do all this question. For example, this is a question which came last year in the NEET. They said U is given as under root of 7 GL. They asked what is the tension at the bottom. Directly 1 extra. 1 extra. Can you tell me? It will be coming as 8 mg. And for every quarter, tension will decrease by 3 mg. At the top and bottom, difference of tension will be 6 mg. Ho jayega, kar loge. All these questions are there in the notes. Everyone will be able to do. And always remember, if you are knowing the speed, you are also knowing their kinetic energy. In NCERT solved example, they are not only talking about speed. They are asking what is the ratio of kinetic energy bottom and top when the ball is moving with critical velocities. Critical velocities means bottom under root of 5 GL, top under root of GL, horizontal root 3 GL. If anyone asks you find ratio of kinetic energy, do half MVA square. Kar loge. Very good. And I was telling you, same concept can be asked for this situation also. And here I told you minimum height from where you will release the ball so that it will complete a vertical circle. Can you tell me H minimum will be equal to how much? Kitna aega H minimum? Bata do, how much H minimum will come? Minimum height from where we will release the ball so that it will make a complete vertical circle. H batao, this formula you have studied. Padhe ho ye formula, jaldi batao. H will be H minimum. H minimum will be how much? 5r by 2. Yeah, very good. Previous year NEET question also 5r by 2, or you can also say 5d by 4 because diameter will be r by 2. Okay, बहुत बढ़िया. Okay, no problem. Yeah. So this is how we have completed our part of horizontal circle as well as vertical circle. I am giving you time of 2 seconds. See all these results, then we'll move towards our next part. आगे बढ़ेंगे. Now we will start with our next part. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Related with work, power and energy. Dhyan dena, we are going to start with our part work, power and energy. WPE, work, power, energy chapter we will talk. Just see here, no problem. Important, easy chapter. Nothing to worry. Yeah, okay, no problem. First thing, how to find work. I told you 2 ways we'll find work. First, we talk about work done by constant force. Work done by constant force, you can simply write F vector dot S vector. S vector means displacement vector. And always remember, displacement vector you can find with the help of final position vector minus initial position vector. They will give you final position vector, they will give you initial position vector. Subtract them, you'll get displacement vector. And if force is called, don't take it lightly. This is a very important part. Questions are asked. Force given 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap. Displacement given 3i cap minus 8j cap plus 12k cap. Find the work done. Simply dot product. F dot S will give you work. But displacement many times not given directly. If displacement is not given directly, then you have to calculate displacement with the help of final position vector minus initial, because you know displacement means change in position vector. No problem. So this is how we can talk. No problem. Yeah. Second situation, if someone says sir, force is not constant, then you are asking me work done. So for variable force, work will be calculated with the help of integration. If your force is variable, then you have to take help of integration. So F dr you have to integrate. You have to integrate force. Yeah, you have to integrate. For example, yeah, okay, no, important part questions are asked from here. From R1 to R2, you have to integrate the force. For example, someone says, sir, force is given as 2x plus 3x square. Find work done from x equal to 0 to x equal to 2. So always remember it's a variable force because it is depending on x. So work done will be calculated with the help of integration. Integrate it. 2x integration will give you 2x square by 2. 3x square integration will give you 3x cube by 3. Limit you have to put from where to where? 0 to 2. Now you can cancel. You have to just put the value. This, if you put it here, I think this will become 2 square 4 and 2 cube 8. So 4 plus 8 12. 4 plus 8 12. 0 0 will give you 0. So 12 minus 0, your work done will come 12 joule. Are you getting the idea? Work done by constant force, simply F vector dot S vector. Work done by variable force, you have to take help of integration. कर लोगे बोलो work done by constant force, variable force कर लोगे in notes है, but don't take it lightly. I said you in the beginning, we are targeting 25 question. Out of those 25 question, one question can be from here. Important part, how to find work done by constant force, how to find work done by variable force with the help of integration. हो जाएगा? Achha, if someone give you force displacement graph and he asks you find work, how you will calculate? If force displacement graph is given, someone asks you to find work. Force displacement graph is given, how you find work? Tell me how to find the work done by with the help of force displacement graph. How you will calculate? So always remember, whenever force displacement graph is given, work is calculated with the help of area. Area of the force displacement graph will give you work. हो जाएगा? बोल दो बाबा, then we'll move further. आगे बढ़ेंगे, टाइम ले दूं. हाँ, area of the graph. No problem. Yeah, okay. हाँ. So very important. These are NTA syllabus. If you open the syllabus of NEET, if you open the syllabus of MCI, in this chapter they say work done by constant force, F vector dot S vector. Work done by variable force, that is with the help of integration. Work done with the help of area force displacement graph. And third important thing that we talk here is our work energy theorem. And work energy theorem says work done by all forces means external as well as internal, conservative as well as non-conservative, or we can say even pseudo force, even some non-real force is there, then also you can use work energy theorem. Work done by all forces means external, internal, conservative, non-conservative, pseudo force, all the types of forces that will be equal to change in kinetic energy of the system. Change in kinetic energy of the system means half m v square minus u square. So always remember, work done by all the forces will be equal to change in kinetic energy. And from here one pattern of question is asked. I will talk about that pattern of question. Here two types of questions are only asked, nothing more than two types. Only two types of questions are asked that we will talk here. Dhyan dena just here. Work done by all the forces will be equal to change in kinetic energy. First question is asked. They will give you displacement. They will say a particle has displacement s equal to t square. Mass of the particle is given as 2 kg, and they will ask you find the work done by all the forces acting on the particle from 0 to 2 seconds. Can you find? कैसे calculate करोगे? Always remember, if displacement is given, work done by all forces means you have to find change in kinetic energy. And point is displacement given. You can find velocity now. You can find speed now. ds by dt. From here your speed will come 2t. Sir, when you want work done during first 2 seconds, 0 to 2 seconds. So t equal to 0. Initial velocity will come. Put it here, 0. So t equal to 2 seconds. Final velocity will come. Final, put t equal to 2 here. 2 into 2, it will come 4. Now put the formula. Use the formula. Half m v square minus u square, that is 4 square minus 0 square. This will give you 16 joule. One of the most important question. कर लोगे? Work done by all the forces will be equal to change in kinetic energy. Always remember, whenever displacement is given, differentiate displacement, you'll get speed. Once you'll get speed, you can find initial speed, final speed, you can find change in kinetic energy. That change in kinetic energy will be work done. हो जाएगा? बोलो, कर लोगे? Everyone will be able to do. Displacement given, they will ask you find work done. So displacement given, differentiate displacement, velocity will come. Velocity will come means you know initial kinetic energy, final kinetic. Find change in kinetic energy, that will be work done. अरे एक बार बोल दो त्वरगा. Shall we move further? आगे बढ़े. Very good. बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. Then I was also talking about. Do you remember some questions based on air resistance? If a raindrop is falling, NCERT question. If you remember there, they will say one second situation of work energy theorem. If some raindrop is there, this raindrop is falling from height h. I told you here they will give you final velocity. They will say final velocity is v. The raindrop means initial velocity will be 0. And I told you they will ask you if its mass is m, when the drop reaches the ground. Previous year NEET question, important question. When the drop strikes the ground, they will ask you find the work done by gravity. So gravity work you can find. Mass m, height h, work done by gravity will be coming as mgh. Second, they will ask you find the work done by air resistance. Always remember, work of air resistance you cannot calculate directly, because air resistance will be a variable force. You don't know its value, cannot calculate. So that's why what we do, we use work energy theorem. We say work of gravity plus work of air resistance will be equal to half m change in kinetic energy, v square minus 0 square. And work of gravity you can put it here. You'll get the work of air resistance. Important part, NCERT situation. NCERT solved example, 2 times question came. कर लोगे? Then some situations, if you remember, this is the important part, how to find work done by air resistance in this type of situation. Gravity work we know, sir, mgh. Work of air resistance they're asking, so total work done will be equal to half mv square minus u square. From there we can calculate and we can get. No problem, no problem. Yeah. Acha, do you remember some situations based like this? Important situation, spring is there. Important, again NCERT situation, mass m coming with velocity v naught, it will compress the spring. So I was saying if it will compress the spring, half mv square will be equal to half kx square. Arey baba, spring potential energy will be half kx square. Spring force will be kx. कुछ याद है? Work done in elongating the spring from x1 to x2. We studied about spring potential energy. I told you about spring. I told you spring force will be minus kx. Minus represent force will be opposite to the motion. If you pull the spring like this, force will be like F will be equal to minus kx. Okay, no problem. And spring potential energy will be half kx square. I was saying if you elongate the spring from x1 to x2, potential energy will be changed. Work done will be coming as half k into x2 square minus x1 square. कुछ याद है? एक बार बोल दो बाबा, spring. Important situation, this is also important. And here I also told you, for example, if you drop the ball from certain height, if here spring is there, then I was saying this ball will come, it will compress the spring. Here also you will say mgh will be equal to half kx square. हो जाएगा जल्दी त्वरगा. Then we will move further. बोल दो, एक बार बोल दो बाबा. No one is saying anything. So you told so fast. Marathon class, it has to be fast. What we can do? Hello, hi. No one is saying anything. Achha, you are typing, but chat lag is there. Yeah, chat is coming little slow. So I think everyone will be able to do. So see all this formula and all the concepts related from here, from the main notes. Yeah, revise this part from the main notes. That is the main target. Then only 25 questions will be able to do in the NEET, which will come from here. Okay, no problem. बहुत बढ़िया. Okay, no problem. हाँ. Now, okay, बहुत बढ़िया. Now ध्यान दो. Just see here. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Then if you remember, we were talking about power and I told you average power will come total work by total time, and instantaneous power will come dw by dt. And I also said you instantaneous power you can calculate with the help of dot product. F vector dot v vector will give you instantaneous power, average power, total work by total time. Okay, no problem, yeah. And from here, one lucky situation I told you, which is given in NCERT. Tomorrow, if question will come, there is so much probability that this question will come directly. If you are lucky, directly this question will come. Where this is a power supplied by the engine of the car is found to be constant. Power constant. They will ask you how velocity will depend on time, t to the power 1 by 2. If you remember, with the help of integration, something we did, we got, but now you cannot do that much. Directly you'll keep in your mind. If power supplied by the engine is given constant, we will simply say V will be proportional to t to the power half. V will be proportional to x to the power 1 by 3, and x will be proportional to t to the power 3 by 2. This is the important, most important is this. They will say, if the engine of a car supplies constant power, how its distance traveled will depend on time. X will be proportional to t to the power 3 by 2. With the help of integration we got, but no need to do that much now. Now directly you should know x will be proportional to t to the power 3 by 2. V proportional t to the power half, V proportional to x to the power 1 by 3, x proportional t to the power 3 by 2. हो जाएगा? बोलो 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 बोलो, कर लोगे? So many other questions also we studied. You can see those questions. No problem. Yeah. Some questions related with turbine was there. So this is how we talk about our part, power. This is how we complete our part. Yeah. Okay. No problem. So power part completed. So that is how we have completed our part, work, power and energy part. Okay. No problem. And from here question will come. These are the most important part that we got here. Okay. No problem. Yeah. Now we will start with our next part. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Where we will talk about ध्यान देना, be focus. Yeah. Now we will talk about our part, our chapter, collision. We will talk about our part, collisions. So ध्यान देना, just see here what will happen in collision. No problem. Yeah. First basic idea. Okay, I will again revise. Mainly we have three types of collision: elastic, inelastic, perfectly inelastic. Always remember, in elastic, for if you are having elastic collision, kinetic energy will be constant. Kinetic energy before will be same as kinetic energy initial before collision, and that's why loss in kinetic energy will be zero. If you have inelastic collision, some loss in kinetic energy will have. Perfectly inelastic collision means maximum loss in kinetic energy will happen. And if collision is perfectly inelastic, then after collision bodies will stick together and they will move as a single mass. But always remember, in all this type of collision, energy may be conserved, may not be conserved, doesn't matter. One thing will be always conserved, that is momentum. Momentum of the system before collision will be same as momentum of the system after collision. That's why every time all the question of collisions are actually based on conservation of linear momentum. So whenever question of collision comes, if you feel difficulty, you have to use conservation of linear momentum. So and that's why I said you, for elastic collision, coefficient of restitution will be 1. Inelastic collision, coefficient of restitution will be 0 to 1. Perfectly inelastic collision means coefficient of restitution will be 0. Perfectly inelastic means after collision bodies will stick together and move as a single mass. So two equations will come, one with the help of momentum conservation, one with the help of coefficient of restitution. But out of them, two lucky situations are there. Dhyan do, please be careful. All the question of collision you cannot do that much easily, but few lucky situations are there. Those situations you can do very easily, which are discussed in NCERT. Dhyan dena, be focused. Yeah. First situation: if masses are equal, collision is elastic, and that elastic collision is head-on. Can you tell me what will happen to the bodies? What the bodies will do during collision? What bodies will do if such situation is given? If the colliding bodies are identical and collision is elastic, what will happen? What they will do after collision? What they will do during collision? What will happen? हेड ऑन इलास्टिक कोलिजन बिटवीन आइडेंटिकल मासेस, व्हाट विल हैपन ड्यूरिंग कोलिजन, क्या होगा बता दो एक बार. This is the most important thing which is explained in NCERT. Very good, you remembered. Very good, yeah. In this situation, head-on elastic collision, then bodies will exchange their velocity. Here, exchange of velocity happen. A will give its velocity to B, B will give to A. For example, before collision, if A is moving with 4 meter per second, B is moving with 2 meter per second. So after collision, you'll find that after collision, A will move with 2 meter per second and B will move with 4 meter per second. 4 meter per second. That means exchange of velocity. A will give its velocity to B, B will give its velocity to A. And from here only one question is in NCERT exemplar where they are saying 4 billiard balls are there. You tell me, if you hit the first ball, which ball will ultimately move? Does all 4 will move? Does all 4 will move, or who will move? If you hit the ball A, who will move? A, B, C will remain at rest. Only ball D will move because this collision is elastic head-on exchange. A will give to B, B will give to C, C will give to D. So ultimately only D will move. Yeah, okay, no problem. Exchange of velocity. Elastic collision, head-on, identical bodies, exchange of velocity. Now we'll move towards my favorite question, which I feel should come this year in the NEET exam. Every year I'm saying it will come, it is not coming. But that doesn't mean it will not come. Chance is there. So this year I will ask my friend in NTA to give this question. And this question is not head-on, elastic oblique collision. One ball is coming like this, other ball is at rest, both balls are identical. Now it is coming with V, head-on, it's oblique elastic collision. Can you tell me after collision how they will move? कैसे move करेंगे? What will be angle between their velocities? If someone says this angle is alpha, this angle is beta, can you tell me what is alpha plus beta? अरे बता दो. What will be alpha plus beta? Oblique collision between identical elastic bodies. After collision, they will move perpendicularly, normal to each other, perpendicular to each other. Angle between their velocities will become 90 degree. Is it okay? कर लोगे. Alpha plus beta will be 90 degree. बहुत बढ़िया. If you'll be lucky, this question will come. And not only my luck required, both of luck required. You are lucky, I am lucky, then lucky will give lucky question in the NEET. No problem. Yeah. Now see the third situation. Yeah. Okay. Acha, if you remember one more situation I was telling you, if one of the body is very heavy, for example, if M1 is very, very large in comparison to M2, like truck is there, fly is there, if you remember I was talking about. Yeah, so I told you if one of the body is very heavy body, then during collision, very heavy means one is of 1 gram, other is of 1 ton. So I told you when one of the colliding body is very heavy, velocity of very heavy body do not changes. Truck velocity remains unchanged. Truck remains unchanged. Fly velocity will be reversed. Do you remember? Fly velocity will be reversed. Bol do. See all these questions. This is also important. These are the 3 situations explained in NCERT. All these are very chala important. You studied conservation of linear momentum, coefficient of nothing is asked. In NCERT, only these 3 situations has been explained. Go through them in a serious manner. One question will come from collision, we'll be able to do. Is it okay? Still one point is left. I will talk about it. Okay, no problem. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Easy part we can do, no problem. Yeah. Then fourth situation is this formula has been given in NCERT. Just see, okay, no problem. Where they are saying you one body M1 moving with some speed V collides with another body M2 initially at rest. Collision is elastic. There they will ask you fraction of kinetic energy retained. Fraction of kinetic energy retained by the colliding body. And second is fraction of kinetic energy lost by the colliding body, and fraction of kinetic energy retained m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 whole square. Fraction of kinetic energy lost 1 minus kinetic energy retained. Chala important undi. Chala important undi. This is an important situation which has been discussed in NCERT. Fraction of kinetic energy retained by the colliding body and fraction of kinetic energy lost. So if you know retain, loss you can find. 1 minus retain will give you loss. हो जाएगा, कर लोगे? एक बार बता दो. We'll move further. हाँ? Everyone will be able to do. Simple situation, nothing to worry. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Okay, huh. Now next situation, last situation which is asked from here, perfectly inelastic collision. Means they will say one ball m1 moving with speed v1, other ball m2 moving with some velocity v2. They will say collision is perfectly inelastic, equal to 0. Means after collision both will stick together, means total mass will become m1 plus m2 and they will move with some velocity v dash. Again you can conserve the momentum. Initial momentums are m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Final momentum will become sir m1 plus m2 into v dash. So from here you can find v dash. Kar loge, or someone will say one pendulum is hanging, one bullet is fired. If the bullet gets embedded in the pendulum, then find the velocity of the pendulum after. So you simply say, sir, embedded means it is got inside it, means stick together, means again perfectly inelastic collision. Embedded also means perfectly inelastic only. So from here if you calculate initial momentum mu, when it will get embedded, total mass will become m plus m into v dash. Again you can equate, you can find v dash will come mu by m plus m. If you know this v dash, you can find how much height it will go, because you know this h will be coming as v dash square by 2g. Kar loge baba, bol do jaldi. Bullet got embedded in the plank. How to find final velocity of the plank and bullet system? Kar loge? Everyone will be able to do. हाँ, बहुत बढ़िया. But after class, revise all this question from the main notes. Then only finally you'll be having benefit of this marathon class. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Now we are going to move further, and we are going to talk about our next part. What is next part left? क्या बच गया? What is next part left? बता दो. Half an hour left. And what is left? अरे बोल दो बाबा. हाँ, center of mass is left and rotation is left. Yeah, system of particle. Yeah, center of mass. Okay, no problem. हाँ, okay, no problem. VCM we did, vertical circular motion we completed. No problem. Yeah. Now we'll start with our part of center of mass. ध्यान देना. Center of mass, important chapter. One question will be asked from here, which you can do very easily. ध्यान देना, be focused. Yeah. And here we will also talk about explosion of a bomb. So ध्यान देना, just here how it will be. And gun bullet system, conservation of linear momentum also will talk here. Yeah. First thing, what will happen? You must know the most important situation which is getting asked last 2-3 years. M1, M2 separated by distance d. They will say two particles having mass m1 and m2 are separated by distance d. They will ask you, find the distance of center of mass from particle m1. You must know how to find r1. You must know how to find r2. And I think everyone knows first thing, r1 by r2 will be equal to m2 by m1. Sometimes this ratio itself is asked. Okay, no problem. If anyone asks you find r1 you must know m2d by m1 plus m2. Similarly, if r2 is asked, then m1d by m1 plus m2. You must be knowing how to find center of mass of two particle system. Last 3 years, 2 times only this question came. Two particles are given. Find the distance of center of mass from particle 1. Find the distance of center of mass from particle 2. So R1 will come M2d by M1 plus M2. R1 will come. Come on, bolo. R1 will come M2d by M1 plus M2. R2 will come M1d by M1 plus M2. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Now, second situation. They can give you position vector of the particle. They will say particle has position vector. They will give you coordinates. First particle M1 has coordinate x1, y1, z1. Second particle x2. They will ask you, so you can always find xum using your favorite formula. M1 x1 plus dot 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 by M1 plus M2 plus dot dot. Same thing you can do for YCUM. Same thing you can do for ZCUM. So you can find x coordinate, and always remember, if you know the coordinates of center of mass, you can also find position vector of center of mass. All these are very important. Seems to be easy, but important. For example, they will say M1 has position vector R1, M2 has position. So you can always write RCOM, M1 R1 vector plus M2 R2 vector plus M3 R3 vector by M1 plus M2 plus dot dot. Similarly, you can find velocity of center of mass. Particles velocity will be given. They will ask you find velocity of center of mass. M1 V1 vector plus M2 V2 vector by M1 plus M2. Same thing. They will ask you acceleration of center of mass. M1 A1 vector plus M2 A2 vector by M1 plus M2. Kar loge? Will you be able to do questions based on this? Easy and important. Easy and important. कर लोगे? एक बार बता दो. Will you be able to do? Then we'll move further. आगे बढ़ेंगे. आगे बढ़ेंगे. Everyone will be able to do. अरे बोल दो बाबा. How to find coordinates of center of mass, how to find position vector of center of mass, how to find velocity of center of mass, how to find acceleration center of mass. Just given you can do. Given values you can do. No problem. No problem. Sir, easy situation. Easy situation. Yeah. Okay. Okay. No problem. Huh? Okay. Okay. No problem. Yeah. Then now I'll move towards the main part. Just see here. Okay. No problem. No problem. No problem. Yeah. Acha. Acha, if you remember, I told you internal forces cannot affect center of mass. For example, mutual, they will say two particles are moving towards each other due to mutual force of attraction, due to mutual force of repulsion. Always remember, these mutual forces means internal forces. Internal forces can affect individual body, but center of mass is only affected by external force. If external force is absent, center of mass motion will remain unchanged. For example, initially center of mass was at rest. It will remain at rest. They will give you questions like this. They will say two particles are there. One particle M1, other particle M2. They started moving towards each other due to mutual force of attraction. They will ask you, what is the velocity of center of mass? 0. Always remember, mutual force means internal forces cannot affect center of mass. Velocity of center of mass will remain 0. Distance moved by center of mass. They will ask you how much distance. This move x1, this move x2. How much distance center of mass will move? It will remain 0 because internal forces don't affect center of mass. If center of mass was initially at rest, it will remain at rest. No problem. Yeah. Okay. Okay. No problem. This is how we can calculate. Of course, velocity and this will be also coming 0. Why it is needed to ask? Yeah, it will also come 0. No problem. From here I was saying you, that's why I told you center of mass believes on concept of Chilmaro. In this chapter, if anywhere they ask you about center of mass and option is 0, 90% chance is that answer will be 0 because center of mass is the most laziest person. It requires external force. Internal forces will not affect center of mass. Yeah. And here I was also saying you, one boat is there. On the boat, 10 people are there. These 10 people will move. Boat will also move. These 10 people will dance. Boat will also dance. But one thing will not move. Can you tell me who's that one thing? Who will not move? Center of mass. Distance moved by center of mass will be 0. Velocity of center of mass will be 0. Acceleration of center of mass will be 0. And related from this in NCERT, they are talking about one point which I will talk again here. Final point from here. That is, if you throw a bomb and if the bomb is going somewhere, it explodes into 100 parts. All this NCERT diagram, all 100 parts will go in 100 direction, but center of mass will continue to move on the same parabolic path. अरे याद है, on the same parabola. किसने बोला, किसको बोला, कहां बोला, कब बोला? Parabola. बोला बोला, everyone remembered? If the bomb explodes into n parts, n direction, but center of mass will continue to move on the same parabolic path. Done? हो जाएगा? हो जाएगा, बोल दो, come on. We'll move further. हाँ, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. हाँ. Now I was talking about, yeah, okay, slowly we are reaching towards our main, yeah, other part, yeah. So now next thing, if you remember, I was talking about gun bullet system, conservation of linear momentum. I told you, if you fire the bullet of mass m with speed u, gun will go back, mass of the gun m with velocity v. I told you linear momentum will be conserved. Mu will be equal to m into v. So velocity of recoil of the gun will be coming as mu by capital M. This is the velocity of recoil of the gun. Then I was saying you, whenever any bomb explodes, no external force acts on the system. That means if the bomb explodes, linear momentum will be conserved. Initial momentum before explosion, only one particle. After explosion, many particles. So always remember, momentum is going to be conserved. Initial momentum of the system will be equal to final momentum. Kar loge things related with explosion of bomb and recoil of the gun. अरे बोलो बाबा, बोलो 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 बोलो, हो जाएगा हो जाएगा हो जाएगा, जल्दी बोल दो. Everyone will be able to do. If a bomb explodes, how to find everything? Yeah, gun bullet system, how to find everything. Everyone will be able to do. Done, sir. बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. Everyone, yeah, easy situation, nothing to worry, nothing to worry, nothing to worry. Yeah, okay, no problem. Yeah. Now, ध्यान दो. One last situation I will talk here. One situation related with explosion of bomb I will talk. Then we will switch to our next chapter. Next chapter we will talk just here. Yeah, but important, yeah. Always remember, from explosion of bomb, whenever bomb explodes into three parts, now always take help of vector. Two parts, no problem. If one is going north, other will go south. Cancel the momentum because initially bomb was at rest. For example, two particles, no problem. One bomb is there, sir, explodes into two parts. If one will go like this, other will go opposite to cancel each other momentum. But when three parts will be there, three different direction will come. There you have to take help of vector. And generally what happen, they will say you like this. Generally what will happen, yeah, generally questions are asked from three parts only. So for three parts, don't worry. For example, someone says, sir, one bomb is there, it explodes into three parts. They will say, first two parts, they will say, are moving perpendicular. So take one perpendicular, means one perpendicular you will take along x-axis, other perpendicular you will take along y-axis. They will give its masses, for example, m, m, m. Now you will simply say, for this particle you don't know velocity, you will assume velocity vector to be v dash. Initial momentum, you know bomb was at rest. Initial momentum 0. Final momentum you will calculate. mv I cap plus mv j cap, mv j cap, mv I cap plus m into v dash vector. So from here v dash vector will come minus v I cap minus v j cap. So you can find the velocity of the third particle, that v dash will be coming as root 2v. And you know, if you know velocity, you can find their kinetic energies also. Half mv square, and this will have kinetic energy half m root 2v square. Kar loge baba? Explosion of bomb, if more than two parts are there, then you have to take help of vector, then only you'll be able to get comfortably. Without vectors, it will become tough. With vectors, it's easy. So that is how we have completed our part. Acha, in center of mass, do you remember some formula I was talking about? Okay, no problem, yeah. Okay, huh. In center of mass, we were talking about, if from one body, if you remove another part, for example, from a disk of radius r, if you are removing another disk of radius r by 2, I told you in those situations you have to write xum dash will become a, yeah, with the help of area you can do a1 x1 minus a2 x2 by a1 minus a2. Arey baba, a1 x1 belongs to original body, a2 x2 belongs to removed body. This is your removed body. And here I was saying you this question is of NCERT, where they are talking about disk. And if they talk about disk, in that situation, shift in center of mass will come r/6. Chala important. Lucky question. For disk, shift will come r/6. For sphere, shift will come r/14. कर लोगे? अरे बोलो बाबा, थक गए क्या? Have you got tired? No one is saying anything. बोलो कर लोगे? Everyone will be able to do. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Yeah, done, sir. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Everyone will be able to do. So now we'll move towards our last part, that is related with our rotational. Means after class you have to go through. We said 25 question will come. Definitely those 25 questions will match from here. But you have to revise the notes after class. That is very much required. Okay, no problem. So now we'll move further. Yeah. Last situation we will talk. Yeah. Friction you can do by yourself. Nothing, more questions are not asked from friction. You can do. Gagandeep, you can do from friction. Nothing to worry. Yeah. Okay. But that is not very important. Few things are there. You can revise the notes. You will get. Yeah. Now we'll start with our part, rotational. Yeah. So in rotational, first thing that we require is moment of inertia. First thing that we required, how to calculate moment of inertia. Just here how we'll be talking. Yeah. And I think everyone remembered all the values of moment of inertia. For particle, mr square. One particle, mr square. If many particles are there, for each particle find the moment of inertia, add them. m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus m3 r3 square. So for particle you can find moment of inertia very easily, no problem. Each particle you can find one particle mr square. When many particles are there, what you'll do? When many masses are there, you simply add. Here also when many particles are there, add their moment of inertia, you'll get total moment of inertia. And always remember, when you know moment of inertia, you also know radius of gyration. That is, I will be equal to mk square. But always remember, m is total mass. M is your total mass. So be careful. Yeah. Always remember, if you know moment of inertia, you are also knowing radius of gyration. Just equate that moment of inertia to mk square. And m is our total mass of the system. Now for some bodies, direct moment of inertia will be asked. You must remember. For example, I will revise those values. Rod about center, ml square by 12. About end, ml square by 3. Ring about center, perpendicular to plane, mr square. About diameter, mr square by 2. A ring about an axis along tangent perpendicular to plane, 2 mr square. About this, 3 by 2 mr square. कुछ याद है? Disk about this, बोलो mr square by 2. About diameter, mr square by 4. Disk about tangent perpendicular to plane, 3 by 2 mr square. About tangent in the plane, 5 by 4 mr square. Solid sphere about center, 2 by 5. Hollow sphere, 2 by 3. Solid sphere about tangent, 7 by 5. So hollow sphere about tangent, 5 by 3 mr square. These values everyone must remember. Is it okay? Everyone will be able to remember these values. Bolo ek bar. Everyone will be able to remember the values, because directly questions will come. And they will not ask you moment of inertia. They will say, what is the moment of inertia? They will, in place of asking you moment of inertia, they will say, what is radius of gyration of a solid sphere about an axis along the tangent? They will not ask you moment of inertia. They will ask you radius of gyration. They will not ask you moment of inertia. They will ask you radius of gyration. So always remember, whenever radius of gyration is asked, first find moment of inertia. And moment of inertia will come, I think everyone knows. About center we have 2 by 5 mr square. About tangent, you can use parallel axis theorem. I about any axis will be coming as I about center of mass plus md square. So from there it will come 2 by 5 mr square plus mr square. That will become 7 by 5 mr square. If you want radius of gyration, equate it to mk square. M will get cancelled. This is important situation. K will be coming as under root of 7 by 5r. Will you be able to do this type of question? Bolo ek baar. हो जाएगा. If you know moment of inertia, you are knowing radius of gyration. Last year question came, they did not ask moment of inertia. No one asked what is moment of inertia of this body. They will always ask you find radius of gyration. So if moment of inertia you know, you can find radius of gyration. Just equate it to mk square. So this is how we can talk about our part related with moment of inertia. Yeah. Okay. And all the values which are there in the notes, everyone has to remember all the values. Yeah. Again, I will revise. Rod about end, ml square by 3. About center, ml square by 12. I don't have that much of time to ask from you. Ring, mr, yeah. Ring about this axis, mr square. About diameter, mr square by 2. Disc, mr square by 2. About diameter, mr square by 4. Solid sphere, 2 by 5 mr square. About tangent, 7 by 5 mr square. Hollow sphere 2 by 3 mr square. About tangent 5 by 3 mr square. And always remember, they will not ask you these values, they will ask you radius of gyration. So these values are known, equate them to mk square. You will get the radius of gyration. So this is how we can talk about all this situation. Yeah, okay, no problem. And this is how we can get our required things from here. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Now, if you remember, we were talking about, now I'll move towards the next part from here. Yeah, okay. I was saying you, the way net force 0, linear momentum conserved, in the same manner I told you, if external torque acting on the system is 0, its angular momentum will be conserved. Angular momentum conserved means angular momentum will be constant. And from there, angular momentum constant means I omega, L constant means I omega will be constant. That means you can say I1 omega 1 will be equal to I2 omega 2. If due to some reason I will decrease, omega will automatically increase. The question which has been theoretical question which is present in NCERT, where they are saying you one girl ballet dancer is there, she is folding her hands. What will happen to omega? So always remember no external force is there, no external torque is there. So simply say, sir, if she folds her hand, I is decreasing, omega, because I omega will be constant. So I decreasing, omega will automatically increase. Okay, no problem. Or omega, if I will increase, omega will automatically decrease. So always remember in this type of situation, I omega will be constant. If I will increase, omega will decrease. Yeah, I will increase, omega will decrease. Omega will increase, I will decrease. But one thing will not change. That one thing is your angular momentum. Question came last year in the NEET. Nothing else they asked. They simply said one metal ball is there which is revolving in a room. If temperature of room is increased, what will happen to I? If you increase the temperature, it will expand. Radius will increase, it will expand. I will increase, omega will decrease. But one quantity will not change. That is, come on, tell me which quantity will not change. Kaun change nahi karega? Angular momentum. Angular momentum of the system will remain as it is. So this is how we can talk about this situation related with our angular momentum. Then if you remember, we were talking about some situation. Dhyan do, some famous situations. I will talk very fast. If you remember, I was saying you, they will say one disk is there or one ring is there, which is rotating with angular velocity omega. If you attach two particles, then they will ask you find new angular velocity omega dash. Omega dash will become m omega by m plus 2m. If you attach two particles, that will become m plus 2m. This is for ring. If three particles attach, then 3m. Four particles attached, 4m. And then we were also talking about disk, coupling of two disks. I was saying you one disk is rotating, I1 rotating with omega 1, I2 rotating with omega 2. If they are rotating in the same direction, you can say initial angular momentum I1 omega 1 plus I2 omega 2 will be coming as, finally they will rotate as a single disk whose total moment of inertia will be I1 plus I2. So I1 plus I2 into omega dash. You can find omega dash from here. Last test question also came from here. Important situation. Yeah. Everyone will be able to do. Everyone will be able to do how to find final common omega after coupling of the two bodies. Kar loge, easy situation. I1 omega 1 will be equal to I2 omega 2. And if you remember, I told you if a particle is moving, then if a particle is moving on a straight line, then its angular momentum about origin will remain constant. Questions are asked, what will happen? This diagram is there in NCERT. In the notes also it is there, where they are saying you, one particle is moving on a straight line. What will happen to its angular momentum about origin? So always remember, for particle angular momentum is mv into r perpendicular. And this angular momentum about origin will be always constant. Doesn't matter where is the particle, about origin its angular momentum will be constant. कर लोगे बोल दो एक बार. Final I'm asking angular momentum, then we'll move towards rolling. बोल दो त्वरगा. अरे बोलो बाबा. No one is saying anything. So many chapters we revised. Yeah. Done, sir. बहुत बढ़िया. No problem. Yeah. Now from rolling also one question will come. So I will tell you what are the important things that we require in rolling. ध्यान देना, important part. Just see here. Okay, no problem. Yeah. ध्यान देना, be focused. Yeah. The last thing that we have to study. Nothing to worry. Yeah. Okay. So we'll talk about our situation based on rolling. This is the situation that we have. Okay, Nani. Okay, very good. OS, very good. Yeah. Okay, no problem. So in rolling, first thing, you must know how to relate the velocities of these points. Chala important. Idi diagram NCERT lo undi. Chala important diagram. Always remember, in rolling, velocity of center of mass, VCM, will be omega r. First thing, that VCM will be omega r. Contact point low velocity sunna. Contact point. They will ask you, what is the velocity of contact point? Contact point velocity will be sunna. Topmost point velocity will be 2 VCM. If velocity of center of mass is VCM, topmost point velocity will be 2 VCM. And horizontal point velocity will be root 2 VCM. This very chala important NCERT diagram. NCERT lopala this diagram undi. Velocity of top 2 VCM, velocity of bottom sunna, velocity of center of mass VCM equal to omega r, velocity of horizontal root 2 VCM. Done. Velocity of horizontal root 2 VCM. So chala important diagram. Okay, no problem. Next thing. Yeah. Next thing is ratio of different kinetic energy. You know, rolling means translation as well as rotation. Body has translational kinetic energy also, rotational kinetic energy also. When you add, you get total kinetic energy. So ratio is asked. What is the ratio of kinetic energy? Translation, kinetic energy rotation, and kinetic energy total. And I think everyone remember this ratio will come. Translation 1, rotation k square by r square, total 1 plus k square by r square, where k is your radius of gyration. Translation, yeah, okay, no problem. Translation 1, rotation k square by r square, total will be coming as 1 plus k square by r square. No problem. But you must know what is k square by r square. I told you k square by r square is coefficient of mr square in the value of moment of inertia. For example, ring, moment of inertia is 1 mr square. So k square by r square for the ring will be 1. For disk, 1 by 2. For hollow sphere, 2 by 3. For solid sphere, 2 by 5. So this ratio will come 1 is to k square by r square is to 1 plus k square by r square. 1 is to k square by r square is to 1 plus k square by r square. And from here they will ask you find the ratio. Directly use it. Sometimes they will ask you find the fraction of kinetic energy. Find the fraction of kinetic energy. Translation means translation by total. This is how you calculate fraction. If anyone asks you percentage, multiply fraction with 100. They will ask you find the fraction of kinetic energy. Fraction of kinetic energy, which is rotation, means rotation by total. That is k square by r square by 1 plus k square by r square. If anyone asks you percentage, multiply with 100. Chala important. Chala important. It is okay. Aage badhe. Shall we move further? So ratio of kinetic energy in the case of rolling, from where questions are asked. You must be knowing, see the question from the notes. Questions from the notes you can see, but don't leave it. Important part, one question will come from the rolling. Yeah. Now I was saying you, we also talk about total energy of rolling. For example, if a body is there and if that body is rolling with velocity of center of mass V0, it will have total energy of rolling. That total energy of rolling energy we define here. We say rolling energy will be of the body will be, sir, half m V0 square into 1 plus k square by r square. And this energy will sometimes convert to work done. They will ask you find the work done to stop the body. This is the energy. Sometimes this energy will convert to half kx square. If this rolling body finds a spring, where this energy will go, it will convert to half kx square. And sometimes this energy will also convert to mg h max. Important part, questions are asked. If this rolling body finds a spring, where this rolling energy will go, it will convert to half kx square. If it finds an inclined plane, how to find maximum height at which we go on the inclined plane? So this energy will convert to mg into h max. K square by r square is again coefficient of moment of inertia in the value of a coefficient of mr square in the value of moment of inertia. So I think everyone will be able to do, no problem. Yeah, is it okay? Then last point, rolling on inclined plane, completely formula based. First thing, rolling acceleration. Rolling acceleration you must know, that is g sine theta by 1 plus k square by r square. You must know final velocity on reaching the bottom. That will be under root of 2gh by 1 plus k square by r square. Then you must know value of frictional force, static friction that will act, mg sine theta by reverse 1 plus r square by k square. Then you must know mu minimum. Mu minimum will be coming as tan theta by 1 plus r square by k. अरे सबको याद है, बोलो बोलो, everyone remembered? अरे सबको याद है सारे फॉर्मूला? बोल दो एक बार, याद है? गुरतुंडा, गुरतुंडा, अरे बोल दो. Yes or no? Do you remember all these results? Directly based on these results, questions will come. Directly based on these results, questions will come. What will be the acceleration? What is the velocity on reaching bottom? What is the value of frictional force? What is the value of mu minimum? And if you remember, here we were talking about a race also. I was saying you who will have maximum acceleration, who will have minimum acceleration. I was talking about ratio of all these acceleration and everything. Do you remember? I told you out of all bodies, maximum acceleration will be of, this is a very important part. These values are not important. Important is who will reach the bottom first. And I was saying you, out of all these, solid sphere will have maximum acceleration. Then we will have for disk. Yeah, then we will have for, yeah, first. So with the help of k square by r square, we can know who will have maximum acceleration. So maximum acceleration we have for solid sphere. Then we'll have maximum acceleration for disk. Then we will have for hollow sphere. And minimum acceleration is for ring. Ring has minimum acceleration, means ring will take maximum time. First, solid sphere will come. So first reaching the bottom. Who will reach first? Solid sphere will reach first. Who will have maximum velocity at the bottom? Solid sphere will have maximum velocity. Who will have maximum rolling acceleration? Solid sphere. So that's why solid sphere will be winner and ring will be not loser. Ring will be fighter. Those who fight the war, they are never loser. Participated in the war means it's a fighter. We never call them as loser. If you die in a death, you are not, You are not murdered. You have sacrificed. Yeah, so that is the same concept here. Bolo, 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 bolo. Everyone will get. Everyone will get. Everyone will be able to think, will be able to do this important part. Who will reach the bottom first? Who will reach the bottom last? Who will have maximum acceleration? Who will have minimum acceleration? Achha, if I say, this is the case of rolling. If rolling is not happening, for example, this surface is smooth, mu is 0, then what will happen? If rolling is not happening, then all will reach bottom at the same time with the same speed, with the same acceleration g sine theta. Is it okay? Done, done, done. Bolo, 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 bolo. Okay, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. Done, sir. No problem, no problem. हाँ. This class also QR code everyone you'll get. Don't worry. Yeah. Some error is coming. We'll convert it into PDF and we will send it. No problem. Don't worry. Yeah, it will be converted. Yeah. So point is, as we promised, not my promise, every one of us, as we promised, minimum 25 question will match from here in the NEET exam. But thoda dhyan do. Exactly matching question is not possible. Question will match from these concepts. So class tarvata revise chandi, revise minimum 25 questions means 100 marks. Are you not understanding? 100 marks is a good marks in physics. It's not bad marks. 100 marks can come, but for that you have to revise. So revise karo. Don't take it lightly. You have attended, you understood all the important points. Okay, these are the sector, these are the chapters where we have this thing. I have to see. You will see that. Revise from the main notes. Revise from main notes. Then 7th May you'll get very good marks. Yeah, last 15 days, 10, 12, 15 days are there. Work hard. Don't take any pressure. Don't take any tension. The more cool you will be there, the more better rank you will get. I've seen many good people, many good students who do lots of hard work, but during exam, before exam, they'll panic. Due to panic, they don't get good marks. Many people who don't study that much, but due to examination time, they remain cool. Are how much marks you want? For selection, you know, NEET paper. I will tell you one calculation very fast. NEET paper nowadays is of 800 marks. It's not of 720. Number of 800 marks. For selection, you required only 540. 540 means, if you see 260. 260 divided by 4. 260 divided by 4. How much it will come? 55. No. Means we can say around 65 question. Ab dekho what I'm trying to tell. Just see here. Even if you don't know 65 questions straightforward now, NEET paper is not of 720. Actually, it is number of question, if you count, it is of 800. For selection, you required only 540. People are thinking, sir, whether I will get selected or not. 540 you require. That means how many question you can leave straightforward? 65 question. 65 question, even if you don't know now, no problem. Don't go for those 65 questions. Even if you don't know those 65, straightforward chhod do. 65 is half of the paper. Even if you leave it, still you can get 540. So hopes are not ended. Hopes are still there. Work hard. 65 questions, even if you don't know at all now, you get panic. 3-4 questions you are not able to solve, start panicking in exam. 3-4 questions I'm not, or even if 65 questions you don't know now, you'll get the selection. Prime target for everyone is to get the selection only. You'll get selection, even straightforward 65. 3 questions not came, 4 question not came. In bio, people panic. Sir, kya karu, kya? Arey, 65 question, even if you don't know, no problem at all. So work hard, try to get remaining question. So this is how we have talked about. More situations from here we'll be talking in the next class. For today we'll be here only. Tata, bye bye. Work hard, become doctor. 7th May, everyone has to become doctor. Don't take any pressure. Just utilize the time. Utilize karo, doctor bano. Prove to everyone that you deserve something. You deserve to be doctor. Do it. Don't take pressure. Don't take stress. More situation. Next class, tata, bye bye, take care, all the best, come on, yeah.